Recording? Okay.
My computer died. I forgot to charge it last night.
So Jinx was doing something.
Oh yeah, I was just winking you that while she's doing her thing, taking their money on the table, I'll take their money under the table.
When you guys first walk in, though, I pretty much tell you all, you missed an excellent performance. This turtle can really fucking get down. So I start to describe, like, in very poor terms, because I can't even describe, like, the whole show she just put on, but I'm like, there were stars, and they did shit. It was really good.
And the ruffian kind of turns to you all and says, "Yeah, she could really shred."
So are we gonna do this or what?
Fuck, go.
He says, "Today's the day, turtle. Use all your money." And he pulls out 3 dice.
Can I inspect the dice?
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. 8.
Pretty normal looking dice.
All right, cool. Nice looking dice there.
Nice.
Thanks, I got them from a local dice store. They have a lot of cool ones. Some that are like inspired by space and other paintings and shit. I'm kind of just a normal dice guy myself. You know,
All right,
us
so-
wrestlers, we just pretty standard folk.
What's the stakes? What are the rules? What are we doing?
He reaches into his coin purse and he pulls out 5 gold. He slaps it on the table.
I match it.
Ooh, can I? I'm gonna like lean over to. How close am I to Jinx?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's like, hey, you want to place a side bet?
Okay.
I got Zabantic. You can pick the other guy.
Fuck.
All right, 2 gold. Zabantic takes it.
Okay.
All right, shake on it. Her little fucking tiny paw just fucking. Actually, she's pretty tall.
Bro, That's small,
paw's
yeah, she's
huge.
pretty big,
She's
yeah.
a big ass fucking cat. She's like
almost
6
my
feet
size,
tall.
right?
She's my
Yeah, so
size.
she's.
I'm
Yeah,
6
damn. You
foot
guys are both
2.
fucking big.
So you're like a tiger.
6'2".
I'm like skinny like-ish. I'm not like a big ass, fat cat, but I mean I am really tall.
Not yet.
Because
No, I will be a chunky older cat.
I think I'm like 3rd tallest. Because I think Vox and Ragongar are both taller than me.
Yeah, we're like within
Rigongs.
like an inch or something of each other.
You guys are like, because he's like 7 feet tall, right?
I think so.
Yep.
I'm like,
Fuck?
I'm like
Seriously?
6'6", I think. Is what I put down. Okay,
Okay,
so
keep going.
We're just
Yeah,
average
yeah.
for basketball players, okay?
Oh, okay.
that's not average.
Yeah, it is. Those guys are huge.
I'm like to a basketball
7'1"?
player's knees.
For basketball
Yep.
players.
Yep.
He's
That
average
can't,
for Yao
that can't be
Ming.
the league average.
Yummy.
Hey, what are the rules?
Yeah,
Yes,
just
it
playing
was.
rollies. You guys are playing rollies.
Kind of. We're gonna roll 1d6 at a time, and you have the chance to raise or match in between each roll. Whoever gets the cumulatively higher total wins.
All right.
All right.
Mm.
Would anybody else like to join in on this?
Yeah.
game?
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll bet against the guy too.
Okay, so
You have to
the,
roll too.
But
the-
this is against it's a free for all, right? It's like whoever wins the
Yes.
highest.
yes,
okay.
yes, yes. So it's $5. $5
Oh my god!
fine.
Hold up! God damn it!
Frankie.
That's kind
That's
of
awesome.
adorable. Yeah.
God damn it.
Aw, bye.
Oh, you're
Frankie.
kicking him out. Squeak, squeak.
He just wants to be with the boys.
Yeah.
I don't mind the squeaky in the background.
Yeah, but the recording might.
Yeah.
We're probably more annoying than Frankie, actually.
My bad. I let him in because I thought he wanted to spend some quality time with me while I played
He did.
D&D.
You did.
He just
did, and he
remembered.
It was
He
playing
He just
too.
remembered. He just remembered that his squeaky toys were in here. So
He was like, hell yeah, Dad's playing his game. I'm going to play mine.
yeah, I'm gonna play my
Yeah.
game.
This is
Oh,
going to
okay.
be great.
Oh.
Then you got that.
Alright, yeah.
John
So
card.
I'm in.
Anybody else buying in? Dave, did
I'm
you say
in.
you were?
Yeah.
No, but I'd like to not hover where I'm detected, but kind of just roam around the other tables because she set up every table, correct?
It's like a tournament right now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, I took out my 5
What are we
gold.
rolling?
D6.
So go ahead and remove 5 gold from your inventory.
Got it.
Fuck, I can hear him from here. Can you guys still hear him?
No.
Okay,
No.
thank God. All right, remove 5.
Wait, how do I change my dice? Sorry.
Click on the thing. Are you looking? Wait, are you talking about like the collection, like a color and stuff?
Oh, never mind. They're fine. My dice are fine. Okay, let's go. Can I roll?
All right, go ahead and roll a d6, everybody.
Just fucking regular D6, right?
Regular d6. No
Ooh.
bonuses.
I have my camera on, but I still want to do my hard dice.
Ah, shit. I got a 1.
That's okay. I mean, you're not out yet,
You're gonna roll for that one, dude, yeah?
That's a 6.
The raspy voice guy.
Damn, 5 and a 6.
Those are cool dice. Andre.
Thank you.
Andre.
That was the one that I bought. Am I still fucking? Yeah, that was that one that I bought like on break like a month ago, because I saw Edgar's super dope dice.
You got a 6, Dave?
Yeah.
All right. Richard Wrestler got a 2. Would anybody like to raise?
Yes.
How much do you raise?
5 gold.
5 gold.
We got a big spender here, boys.
Voice.
All right, go ahead
Do I
and remove
remove it?
5 gold from your inventory.
Okay.
I'll match it.
Wait, so how do I get eliminated again?
You can choose to, like, not join in, or you would just match. It's kind of like poker. You get your chance.
Okay,
to,
so I just keep matching until I don't want to anymore.
Okay, so the pot is now at 40 gold.
Okay, so I'm adding my 5 as well.
Mhm.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll another d6.
Come on, buddy. Fuck. 3.
It's a 4 for me.
I roll a 6.
Oh shit.
Bringing my total up to 8 currently. What are you at, Zabantik?
My total is 6.
What are you at, Vox?
10.
What are you at, Blast?
4.
4. Okay.
Hey, do I
What's
see any?
Richard at?
8.
Richard is at 8.
Okay.
Do I see any low-hanging bags of gold, or their
You see a couple
Coin
coin
purses.
purses hanging off the edge of the bench, if you know what I'm saying.
oh
Kind of tucked in between some legs.
that sounded weird. Well, now you're making me feel weird about taking it, but I want to try to do my rogue thing and see if I can yank a few.
And how are you doing this?
So I want to walk by and with my psionic blade that I don't have to that isn't necessarily tangible, I could just cut the little strings off and catch it to not make any sound.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Cool. So it's gonna be 16, but then it rolled to a 3, so I got a 9.
Cool. And so as you have the shimmer of your psionic blade out, you go to snip the tether where it's kind of tied to the person's belt loop, and just with the shine of the blade and feeling the weight of his coin purse kind of tug, the guy kind of looks over and goes, "What the hell?" And he sees you standing there. His coin purse is on the ground, and he goes, "Can I help you?"
I was like, oh yeah, you dropped this. Here you go. Goodbye,
And he
sir.
kind of looks at you and goes, thank you very
You're
much."
welcome. Have a nice
Appreciate
day. Okay,
All right.
thanks.
And then Richard looks at Zabantik and goes, "Well, would anybody like to raise
Yes. 5 gold.
5 gold?"
Uh.
Big talk for somebody who's having some shitty rolls.
Oh.
I'm gonna raise 20 gold.
20.
Eee.
I see
I'm
we're
out.
playing for keeps here, boys. And
I'm out.
Turtle. You're out?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Last is out. Richard Wrestler matches your 20 gold. Do you match, Semantic?
Yeah, I match.
Fuck.
So the pot is 100 gold right now.
Oh, snaps.
Let's roll some d6s.
Oh, it's a 1. Fuck.
If only you were a hobbit.
I know.
What did you roll, Semantic?
6.
What does that bring your total to?
11. No, 12.
Dave, what is your total at?
11.
I'm at 10. Zabantik wins 100 gold.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
And Dick looks around and he says, looks at you, Vox, and he looks at Blast and back to Zabantik and says, something's a little fishy, but we'll continue. And he puts 10 gold on the table.
Oh, we're still going.
Says, have another round.
I match.
I'll sit this one out. I'm good.
He
Okay,
looks
I'll
at
jump
you.
in for 10 gold.
Well, Robot Boy.
Robot.
But,
Robot.
Robot.
sir, I'm a robot human.
Not a boy.
I'm a real
Boy.
There
boy.
we go.
Boy.
All right, I deleted. I
boy.
removed 10.
She.
Right. Roll d6.
Okay. Jeez. 2. Wow.
Hey.
Ooh.
At least I'm getting all my
Five.
shitty rolls out of the way.
I got 5.
Okay. Dick reaches into his coin purse and he pulls out 3 more gold. And he says, I raise you 3.
I'll raise another 10.
Oh, damn.
Okay,
I'll raise another 10.
Oh, okay. And he pulls out 7 more gold. The pot is now at 60. He says, well, let's roll.
While
One.
all of the rolls are happening, I'm gonna see if I can help Jinx steal some gold. I have my mage hand.
Or
What can we do?
Let's.
Oh, how about this? You cut the bag of coins, and then when it falls, I'll catch it with my mage hand, and then we just grab it.
Done. I actually could throw my blades too, but you know that's probably.
are they doing that within the sight of Tybalt at all?
Absolutely. I mean, if Tybalt's there.
I don't know if Tybalt came into the tower.
Yeah,
or
I don't
not.
think he never said he came into
They
the
never
bar.
established if they did or didn't. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so I got a
Schrodinger's Tybalt.
Schrodinger's Tybalt.
What did you get, Zamantic?
I got a 1.
Oh,
So
shit.
that brings your total to what?
6.
Me too. We're both at 6. What did you get?
Tiebreaker.
I got a 4.
Bringing your total to what?
Hold on. 6.
So we all have 6. Okay.
Yeah. 6.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Metal.
Dick reaches into his purse and he pulls out 15 more gold.
I match.
Don't call
He
it.
Alright.
says, "It
Match.
looks like we have a pretty even game going in here.
Fuck.
This
All
might
right,
be
let's
the
go.
one."
All right.
Yeah,
Last one.
COPD.
And he looks at you and he says, "You make
Yes,
this count,
COPD.
Turtle.
What do you say?
Make this count, Turtle.
I always do.
Let's roll."
Ah.
Damn.
All right.
Get out of my head, Charles.
5.
Oh
no, Charles in my head.
In my head, Charles. Told you, Julio, there's always at least one reference. All right, Blast wins. That's 90 gold.
Motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna retire. Thank you guys.
One
Bye.
more. One more, Dick.
So then I go up to him, and then I ask him for 2 gold, because Fran didn't take it.
I won the first time, and you guys.
No,
bet
That's
on
right.
it.
I
so
thought
you
it
owed
was
me, yeah,
overall.
no, I was betting for just the first hand.
We didn't specify, sir.
That's true. So give me
Let's
a
go
gold.
one more time, Dick. Dicky boy.
Wrestlers really know how to gamble.
I'll give 2 gold to Jinx.
How about let's
Catch
do
it.
this? Let's roll one more time, just one more roll. 100 gold.
100
Oh,
gold,
fuck that.
100 gold.
one roll.
One roll.
You're on, Turtle.
Oh
You're
my
going
God.
down.
Crunchy roll.
Crunchy
Oh my
roll.
God.
And he pulls out his coin purse and he slaps it on the table. 100 gold, and he pushes it in.
I do the same.
And he
Excitedly.
says, let's roll.
Two.
Fucking fancy.
You got a 6.
So I push the.
Now, I'd like to remind you, you have your charlatan's die.
I don't. I don't
Yes,
have
you
it.
do.
I
You
don't have it.
physically have it.
I don't have it.
Why?
do not have
We've
it.
already
To the
established
kid.
this. You gave the kid the one that you made,
Mm-hmm.
and then that shit disappeared because you changed your enchantments. You still have the physical charlatan's die that you found.
Okay. I believe you. I need to add it to my backpack, I guess.
Now, with the charlatan's die, you can choose the outcome of your roll. Do you want to stick with your 2, or do you want to?
I will choose a 6.
7. The fuck?
And he says, "Well, well, well." Looks like we need to roll again.
What did he get?
I got a 6.
6.
All right, let's do it one more time. 200 gold. I'll add one more 100.
Jesus Christ.
And he starts to kind of look around at his buddies, and they're just like, "Ooh." And they all kind of start to pull their coin, together, and they're all just like, "How much you got?" And then finally,
Trying to help.
they pull over. Yeah, and another one of them kind of comes over, and he's like, "Here you go, Dick."
So
Puts another 100 gold
And he
on
goes,
the table.
thanks, Dick.
They're all named Dick.
Us wrestlers really know how to stick together,
Bunch of dicks.
But
Oh,
you
no.
did. All right. One more. Last one.
Go ahead and roll it. I rolled a 5.
I will use my charlatan's die to change it to a 6.
To a what?
I changed my 3 to a 6.
And he kind of looks at you as he notices the dice kind of seemingly stops in place, and then at the last very second he goes, kind of like when Qui-Gon, and he looks at you very suspiciously, and he looks at your friends. Something. He goes, "What do you say, boys?"
And so I look at him and I say, you know what? I'll only take 200. You can keep 100.
And he says, "Well, the deal's a deal." You take the 100 back.
And I pat him on the back and I buy him a beer. Buy all the dicks a beer. There's 6 of them, right?
Yeah.
All right, so how much gold is that? I'd like to buy all the dicks a beer.
You 4
2 gold. Okay, 4 gold. All right. Great. And I get up, I grab myself a beer, and I walk outside and get some fresh air.
All right. And as you continue, the rest of the tavern is kind of just enjoying the evening now. Although the mood was a little low, it's definitely livened up since you guys have returned. Gabrielle is there, kind of doting over Gon as per usual. Alista's running around, kind of barking commands at Yeg, and Yeg is muttering and cursing to himself in the kitchen. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Can I try to take another bag of gold?
Sure. Who are you trying to get it from? You can just make somebody up. I mean, it doesn't...
Tony from Table 4. He is a
Oh,
farmer.
that's Tony Baloney. Yeah.
But he just won a bunch of money from one of the fancy guys. So he's full of gold right now. One of those fancy night guys. So Tony Baloney.
How would you like to steal from Tony Baloney?
I want to just pass
Who's
by
just trying to support
stealthily.
his daughter. He's a single dad, working 2 jobs, trying to put her through college. Try to get her away from the small town so she can have a good life in the city.
Yeah, boy.
What?
Damn it, Ronnie. I don't want to steal from Tony Baloney anymore.
I like how the backstory just gets imprinted into Jinx's mind.
Yeah, his daughter, man. I mean, poor guy. Pues never mind. I'll try to see if one of the knights has a heavy bag of gold.
Yeah, and you can tell that one of the knights definitely has a heavier bag than the other. You gather that he might be like the captain of the group. He seems like this is his first real mission, and he's really just determined to make it all go well. His superior kind of put a lot of faith in him, and he told his family that he would make them proud and do their name some well-deserved justice. And
Yeah, that's fine. He's still getting paid though.
Yeah, so if you're welcome, you're welcome to go ahead and try to steal from him. Sure.
I do want to try.
How do you try to steal from him?
So I want to be stealthy and quick, and pass by and just with just with the tip of my blade, just the tip, just phew.
Just the tip. That's
Just the
that's
tip.
the thing.
That's
Okay.
what she said.
Right on. It works every time.
You're not gonna steal from the dick?
60% of the time it works every time, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that, and then have freaking his mage hand catch it, so I
Yeah,
stick around
well-
as little as possible.
I'll assist.
Okay, so you're just kind of walking by and swiping with your blade,
And
And-
keep going. I don't stop. Yeah,
and you're trying to be stealthy about it.
correct.
Okay.
Just quietly in the
Give
background.
me a sleight of hand check with advantage. And Dave, you roll a sleight of hand check as well, please.
Okay.
And Tosh.
+3.
Sure, if you say so. Dave said, "I got
25.
Damn it! It keeps turning off. I'll just roll it in D&D. That way, there's no
Yay.
11.
Lem.
Okay. Yeah, and sure enough, Jinx, as you kind of walk by, you tap him on the shoulder as you continue to walk past him, and you pull your blade out and just kind of nick the belt loop where it was kind of tied to, and he turns to look, and you're gone by the time he turns around to look for you, and kind of looks left and right and goes, that's weird. And Dave, your mage hand was able to just catch it just in time before it hit the ground. There's slight jingle, but because of the loudness of the tavern, it goes unnoticed. And you're able to palm that coin purse gently. You ask him to cough.
Oh God.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and add 87 gold to your inventory.
Is that total?
Okay. I'll definitely split it with Jinx, but not right now. I think we probably just want to put it away for now, so that nobody sees it. Is anybody wearing new gear when they come back in? Does anybody
Yeah,
want any new stuff?
the tanks.
Yeah, I've got all my new shit.
You have like a helmet and the plate armor, right?
Look
That's
at him
right.
like, damn, boy. Oh, damn, boy.
Yeah, I think like now finally that kind of all the commotion has sort of settled down. I like, oh shit, Regongar, that's some nice looking gear.
Looking dapper.
What
Damn
tell
right,
me
we're
what it
gonna
looks
fight
like.
this big lizard.
Tell me what it looks
Um,
like.
Lizard.
It doesn't look like anything special. It's just plate. So it'll be silver plate that's, well made, but there's no like intricate design on it or anything. It's just you can tell that if it was gonna take a hit, it would do well.
So our notes say it has like
And
2 dragon's teeth on the helm.
Oh, yeah, he got
helm,
it
but
customized.
Yeah, but
not
he's
the
talking about
helm.
the
The helm's different.
Chest piece is what he's
And
talking
the
about.
helm does have that. It's got like the horns, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it says it has 2 dragon's teeth coming down, and that's the
It's a
dread
dread
helm, I
helm.
guess.
yeah.
But then your eyes are glowing red, and so like that's why I was like, holy shit. So all of the notes are accurate then.
Yeah, it should be.
Wow. So yeah, I am just like, how did I not notice this before? And Regongar just looks creepy as fuck now.
It's like that freaking Lich King helmet that you could get that turns your face like your eyes glow blue or something like that, just
Mhm.
by default.
Now, Tibble,
Oh.
what's Tibble doing in all of this?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, bro.
Technological differences.
What? He has
He's
2
clearing
mic
his
things?
throat for a long time. Give him some time, guys. He's got some
Alright.
phlegm he's got to get out.
There it is.
All right, here we go.
I've snuck away to my room without anyone noticing. And
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sending
All right, who are you casting sending to?
to the dragon.
Oh
And
shit.
What would you like to tell the dragon?
I'd like to say, you don't know me, but I'm friendly. The Draco Lich Ebendeth has been released and is looking to
Oh shit.
take over you. We ask that you remain dormant for now until we can take out Ebendeth. And in exchange, you leave Phandalin and this area for good.
Oh snaps.
And after a bit of silence, you hear this growl in your head. It's a very low, but it rumbles like thunder. You're... He says, I don't know who you are, but you are foolish to think that I could be defeated by some spirit.
Spirit.
And I'll cast Sending again a second time. And I'll say, I respect your power and the belief that you can defeat Ebendeth. But if the time comes that you need aid, the offer will still stand.
He responds to you and he says, this is my domain. All will tremble beneath my power. You offer nothing. Why should I leave?
And I'll cast Sending one last time and say,
And we'll say, just for the sake of it, that you are able to maintain this
Yeah.
channel.
well, I have like 3 instances of Sending, so I'm just gonna say the last message and have that be it. And say, wait, what was the last things that they said?
He was basically kind of retorting your offer, saying that he isn't really getting anything out of this deal. Why should he leave just because some spirit is threatening him?
Yeah.
He feels this is his domain. He's the top of the food chain here. He doesn't feel like he's threatened at all by a mention of a spirit or measly humans kind of meddling in his affair. That isn't a threat to him in his hubris.
Yeah. So I'll reply with, "This may be your domain now, but will no longer be so when you're dead.
Oh,
Think about the offer, and if you need our aid, just call out to the sun in the sky." That's it.
And then the dragon responds in a very low growl. He says, "I don't know who you are. But you are foolish if you think that I will easily give up my position and my domain."
All right. I will no longer communicate with the dragon. That was that. So I will then find the others. Not sure at which point I'm able to find them.
I mean, if you're just up in your room, you're able to kind of just come down whenever you'd like. They're still kind of hanging around, eating and drinking.
So I will just sit down next to Blast and grab whatever cup he was supposed to be drinking out of, but I don't know if he's drinking out of it. I'll take a swig and say to the group, "Well, I talked to the dragon."
What happened? What do you say?
How'd it go?
It's not what I expected. They're set in their ways. They're not willing to bargain. So I think our best bet is to attack Ebondeath before attacking this dragon. I think when it comes down to it, they'll see. I essentially offered them their life in exchange for leaving this realm alone. And
How are we gonna fight Ebondeath?
Yeah, I don't see how we can attack something like that right now. That seems a little outside of the realm of what we can handle.
We attack Ebondeath by defeating Ular and Mortis.
I mean, I think we should.
He knows how he's the one that controls the ritual and will ensure the return of Ebondeath. So if we stop him, we stop everything from happening.
Right, but then we still have this whole area being terrorized by this dragon. Why don't we just take out this dragon first, then go after Ular Morris?
If we weaken the dragon, it'll just make the ritual that much easier for him to take over the dragon. So we
don't even know where Ular
careful.
Mortis is, though. It's the thing is, like, we would have to spend so much more time and effort into tracking Ular Mortis down when we know where this dragon is.
We know where he's going. He's going to hit the dragon. If we can get there before he does, we can attack him first before he attacks the dragon.
I mean, we don't know if he's going straight there. We're supposing.
Didn't we hear
that's what he's doing.
That's where he was going? Ronnie?
He's away.
No,
he's right here.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Wasn't it the last communication that he was like, his intent was to have Ebondeath take over the dragon?
That was what we got. We heard that was his intent. We didn't hear if he was going straight to Icepire Peak. That was never confirmed.
But it is an assumption.
It is an assumption, but we don't know for sure. We don't know what he has to do before he's able to even take control of them, right?
What's your evil guy's name, Dave?
The one we tortured?
Flynn? Didn't
I think it
Flynn
was
say
Flynn.
that That's where he was. That's what his next
His
target
step is?
was.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
Blind told us that a couple of things. He said the Dracolich would have to be present for the spirit to inhabit it, so they're gonna need they need a meet, right? And obviously Ularan and Mortis would need to be there because he's the one that's gonna do the ritual
Facilitate
seemingly.
all that, right?
Yeah, so we know Ularan follows and worships the god Merkel, and basically wants to take over the whole area. But yeah, so when we killed him and tortured Flint, he basically said the spirit had just left and it was on its way somewhere. We don't really know where.
Thank you, Mom.
Got it. That's what I thought. That we didn't know for sure, right?
Yeah, we didn't know. We just know the spirit was like, we released it, I guess, or somebody released it. And Flynn was like, it's too late already. You guys already released it. The plan is in motion, kind of thing.
Right. So we don't know exactly what their next step is. We're just assuming that's what they're saying. I mean, we can definitely head to Icefire Peak if we want to take this head on. And if Ular Mortis is there, we attack them. If not, we just go for the dragon. Because either way,
point. Meta. Yeah, essentially that would make the most sense for their plan, right? There's not a whole lot left in this area.
Right. I do think I agree to some extent. I think we need to figure out a plan for the townsfolk here. Let's get them out of here, and even if we don't accompany them, let's get them out of here.
Well, so we
and
have to,
as that's happening, we can go to Icefire Peak. That's my vote.
But we have to figure out where we're sending them though, because there's too many of them for Nomengard. They've already told us that. So we either have to clear out Axholm for them, or clear out the Dwarven excavation for them.
Is everybody good with giving all of our excess, like, kind of bullshit gear to the townsfolk?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because we have
There's
we
no
have
use
kind of
for
a
it.
lot.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Do
we
it.
still have how much do we have at our tower?
At our tower, we had even more, but I mean, obviously, we'll need to go over there to get it.
But it's like it's an hour away or something like that. We're super close to our tower.
I don't remember if I really noted all of that, but I think we had like at least 8 armor sets at the tower.
And we had a bunch of bullshit weapons too.
Yeah, and so then in the bag of holding that Zabancha gave me, I have 14 sets. There's swords, there's some leather armor. Like, there's enough to kind of gear up a small army for sure.
So then what are we doing? Are we trying to clear out Axholm?
Well, I say maybe. Fuck. Okay, so we have Nomengard, we have Axholm, and then there's the old ruined Goblin Castle, which is off the table, basically.
Yeah.
Those
so
are
Axholm.
the 3.
Right. Axholm is or the other option was stay in Phandalin. That was what they had said too, but that's off the table because there's no place for them to really hide. They're all like shitty cottages and shit. Nomengard, like a third of them can fit in there. Axholm, we know is big enough for everyone, but we have to clear it first.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say let's arm these fools, and let's have them march towards Axholm, and we ride ahead.
And
so
they
maybe
cleared
hopefully by the
themselves
time we
because they got
clear
gear.
it,
I'm just kidding.
maybe we clear it by the time they get there, and then from there we just go to Icefire. I don't know if we can really rely on. I don't know if we can rely on the NPCs.
Should we ask Octavia what she thinks?
I think, yeah, that's worth. Everybody's input is like valuable to me at this point.
All right, so I'll pull it out and I'll pull her in on the thing.
You have your sending stone or something, right?
Yeah, over, and tell her like what's going on and what we've been discussing and what does she think.
Or could she help, right? She might be able to help us too.
Yeah, exactly. Over.
Well, so you can only send one message and get one response. So what do you guys?
I would like to send a very long message that says all of the things that we've discussed and ask her what does she think is the best choice.
And could she help us, right? Maybe she's willing to fight.
The
Doesn't
sending
seem like the
stone.
You guys
fighting
get
type.
25 words.
Yeah,
25 words,
it's-
yeah.
It's sending. That's where you're. That's,
Yeah, right.
The spell that's being used on the.
So you have to
stone.
cap it.
Okay. It's all up to you, Tom.
Okay, I will mention each of the locations and say which one should we go to, and can you help?
Oh, we have to put in that where we need to. They have to be they have to protect the townspeople, right? Like, it has to be fortified enough.
Well, I think that goes
Because
without
it
saying.
works.
She knows that because she sent
Right.
us here for that.
But I think that's
So
what Rod
as-
is looking for, is like, how concise are you going to say this to make sure you're.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, cool.
As succinctly as possible, she responds, "I'm in Neverwinter, checking on the orphanage.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Check my babies.
townsfolk should be your utmost priority. Remember, our name is on the line here."
Over.
That was it?
I'll turn to the group and be like, do whatever we want, I guess. She's busy.
I look at Regongar and into those bright, shining black eyes with his face all cloaked in shadows, and I'm like, it's time for killing.
His eyes are red.
All right.
And then I'll give like a big smile, like from ear to ear.
So if that's what you guys want to do, I have a feeling there's going to be more killing in Axholm, and then we can go kill the
Yeah.
head off Elarn Mortis.
I mean, I'm very. I don't know. Obviously, everyone should have their input, but for me, it's like, let's at least get the townsfolk going to the right direction. Whether or not we decide to clear out all of Axholm, like, that's kind of another story. Maybe we help them clear a little bit or whatever. But I'm with Blast in that we probably need to get to Icefire Peak like sooner rather than later. I don't know that we have time to clear all of Axholm. That's my dilemma.
I mean, it's either. I don't know. I just feel like if we're sending them to Nomengard, literally they said like what a third of them can fit there, right? Axholm, if we send them blindly in and they get attacked by whatever potentially lives there, more could die just by being sent there. So it kind of defeats the purpose of
But
even
they're
going
all
to
gonna
Axholm.
die if they stay where they are.
Correct. Either way, they got to get out of Phandalin.
Mm-hmm.
And we
know
also
that's a
we can
no-go.
gear up like pretty much 20 of these guys. It's a pretty formidable force. I mean, they're not
Right.
specialists or anything, but
Yeah, but
They
if anything is even close to our strength in there, they're gonna mow down fucking 20 farmers and shit.
okay.
So I mean, I think, well, yeah. What do you guys want to do? Let's take a vote. Who wants to go drop them off at Nomengard and let them set up camp outside? Because there's room to set up camp, but obviously not all of them would be protected.
What about
Or-
our tower? How many
Oh, there's
People
no
could-
way,
It's way
bro.
too small.
That's barely big enough for us.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember there was a what's her name? Adabra lived there by herself.
I got an
They
idea.
said there was 300 people that live in and around Phandalin.
Hey, how
Okay.
far from well, we were just there. That freaking underground tavern thing where we found that dead lady and Boney Tony.
That's way too far. Dragon Barrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a week
That's
and a
way
half.
too far.
journey.
Oh,
and
'cause they can all
we
fit
would have
underground.
to yeah, but then we would have to see. The cool thing about going from Phandalin to Axholm or Nomengard is like there's a bunch of cover between there and Phandalin in there.
I
If we
see.
take them to Dragon Barrow, it's all open road or field or whatever, right?
Well, we can go through the
Can't-
forest, but yeah.
Can't the dragon burrow anyway?
Yeah, but I mean, he's
Um,
not going to just randomly be burrowing all crazy if he doesn't know people are there. But yeah, that is
Do
true. That's
we-
why Dragon Barrow is kind of fucked. That's true.
Do we know that Axholm is for sure big enough for everybody?
Yeah.
We know that?
Yes, they told
Okay.
that was one of the things we asked at that meeting.
And
Okay.
in this moment, you guys are kind of sitting around the tavern deliberating, you hear the very loud, thunderous booming of something very large landing in the near vicinity.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Here.
motherfucking hero.
As you start to hear this clamoring outside, as you hear bells and whistles being rung, guards are shuffling about. People are starting to scream in terror as you hear this loud.
I'm outside. Do I hear it more?
Yes,
Cheers.
Samantha, you are outside. You see that there is this flash of white as near the town's gate where those guards were, that Ragongar had kind of given him a pep talk and given him that armor, there is now just a wall of ice as it kind of comes over the I don't want to call them battlements, but just the like town like wall basically. As you see, there are several kind of guards kind of rushing to that area. Many of the locals are running in fear as you see this large white dragon just outside of town, completely just blasting these poor townsguard with ice. He bends down and just takes a chunk out of the top of one of them, leaving his frozen torso stuck in place.
I would like to yell really, really, really loud for everyone to evacuate.
I'm gonna run out immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna immediately run out, draw my sword.
And as you do, it's a little hard to get out because there is just this rush of people running in the opposite direction. Elsa is kind of, figuring out what's going on as well. And she's like, everybody, try to leave orderly. Nobody panic. Like, just trying to keep her tavern from being destroyed, basically. Everyone is just fleeing for their lives at this point. You see off in the distance, Tribor is coming out from where the town hall is, and he, has his axe and very regular armor. The guards are starting to kind of rush in that area as you hear, the clamoring of swords and shields and spear as they are attempting to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Confront this dragon. I mean, Cryovane is here in Phandalin.
Hey, in the midst of the chaos, can I try to take the sword?
The goblin sword? The Goblin King sword?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. How do you propose that you do that?
She's like, oh my god, people, like, be careful on like the way out, blah blah blah. So she's distracted, everyone's running around and stuff, and I want to like sneakily go behind and like low to the ground and get to where the sword is, yank it, and then try to like peer out and go out through.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Good.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Oh,
21.
okay.
21?
21.
21.
21.
As you as people are running in chaos, you're able to kind of, and granted it's mounted up on the wall behind the
Right.
wall.
Yeah.
Correct.
As Elsa and her two children are kind of trying to shepherd people out in an orderly fashion, you're able to sneak away and grab the sword. It's a little bit heavy for you, but you are able to grab it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I
Wow,
jump out the
Cynthia.
window.
Wow.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
So you guys know Andre's not bitter at all.
I'm not bitter. She can't use it.
He's never tried to just grab it either, so that's on him.
I'm blessed. Why would I try and steal something? I don't
Did you
steal.
say with advantage?
I'm blessed.
I did not say with advantage.
Okay, hold on. Before I give you this, hold on, please.
Before I
Oh.
give you this roll that I already rolled.
Yes, so before I give you this ugly roll, un momento, por favor, because I can use
The dragon is attacking outside currently. What's your roll?
Fucking hold on.
It's not
People
bad.
are dying.
Well, so
Have they started
people
dying
die
yet?
every day.
Oh, guy got
No.
bitten in half already, he said.
But it's
Uh,
Oh, he's dead. Oh.
a psionic,
Yeah,
you might
psionic
still be
energy.
alive technically.
Inspiration.
It takes a while.
Legs are
Yo,
left.
don't you have
I want
inspiration?
to use
What is your roll, Cynthia?
no, because this thing lets me re-roll.
Okay, so what is your initial roll?
Fucking 8.
Okay, so you do have your psionic energy die. It's a 1d6. You can add that to your roll.
There you go.
Okay.
You can use inspiration.
Yeah,
And you have
plus 9
inspiration.
though. It was a 17 total.
Yeah.
She can still add to
Yeah.
that because I'm sure he's making his AC high, so it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 8 plus 9, Cynthia. You got a 17.
Oh, I only saw the 8. Okay.
Well, look in the rolling.
Yeah, in your game log.
Nub.
Yeah.
Well, it popped up. There it is.
25.
In the
Yes.
game log, it's right there. Yeah. Damn, and she got a 6. She got a 6 and it's 23.
23. You are
Fine.
able to sneak away with this Goblin King Greatsword.
Yeah. So then, where are my friends?
You know that's a custom item, right? You're gonna have to make that.
It's already been made.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't wield it. I stole it for
You
one
can
of you
add the
guys.
Goblin King Greatsword to your inventory, Cynthia.
Okay, it's not gonna be there long. Because I can't
So-
even use this.
So basically, as Vox and I hit the doors, and we're trying to like point like townspeople to be like, get out. It's fine. Like find cover. Don't worry about this. We'll handle this. I draw my Dragon Slayer Greatsword, and immediately Echo Blast comes into existence, and I'm just trying to take bearing on like how close the dragon is to us and how fast it's going to take me to get there.
Let me pull up the town map here. You're a little bit away from where the town's guard is. And with the rushing of the crowd against you, it would definitely be difficult terrain to get there.
I can just bamf my way there.
You could what?
Bam.
I could just bamf my way there with my Echo. Teleport, bamf. It's the sound Nightcrawler makes when he teleports.
What?
Saw that
Crawler
who?
and X-Men,
Following you,
bamf.
Oh,
Nightcrawler. It's his
Nightcrawler.
it's literally his fucking
Bamf.
in the comics, bamf. Every time it's like displacement of space when he teleports.
Only Bamf I know is badass motherfucker. So
I mean, so Nightcrawler is a bamf, so
Yeah, so you guys are here at the Stonehill Inn. This dragon is down here where it says like Miner's Trail down at the bottom.
minus trail.
where?
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So we're at the
Sorry, I
Stonehill
don't see it.
Inn. Okay, so then I'm immediately gonna look up and say, I'm gonna look over to Vox and say, hey, are you able to get to the tops of these buildings? And are you able to jump across?
I doubt it. That looks kind of far. How many feet are between the buildings, Ronnie?
Oh, I mean, that's a
The road,
big
like how wide
jump,
is the
bro.
road?
That's like,
Yeah, it's like
that's Neo trying to learn the Matrix jump. Like it's
Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
that's pretty far.
You gotta think there's like a street in between the Stonehill Inn and whatever building that is on the corner there. That's at least a 20-foot gap.
Okay. And where's the dragon? Sorry, by the miners exchange and stuff.
Down here at the bottom, kind of where it says Miner's Trail.
Where's the miners trail? I'm not seeing that on the map.
Down here at the bottom. In the bottom
Oh,
left.
that one. Okay, I see it down there. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty far.
Can I find Tribor and
So Tribor is in front of the town master's hall, kind of trying to guide everybody away from, the ruckus. He's trying to do his best to keep order, while inspiring others.
yeah, I'm just
Listen.
gonna run up to him and tell him get the townspeople to the eastern tree line. They can find cover there. We're gonna try and pull them west away from the townsfolk.
And he says, "Thank you, Tybalt. Any help is greatly appreciated. The town needs it right now. Now more than ever, we need your help. I will work with my men to get these people to safety. If you can just draw the dragon's ire and keep them away from town, we'll take care of the rest. You
We'll do
can
what
find
we
us
can.
in the old what is it called? The old dilapidated manor that's lost to the east side of town. You can find us there.
We'll find you there. Is there a horse nearby?
There are a couple horses that were kind of tied up. Tony Boney is still around. Your guys' horses is kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of over at the Barthas Provision is where you guys kind of like tie them up and kind of keep them while you guys are in town.
Oh yes,
Little boy Ander kind of takes care of them, feeds them for you guys while you guys are do your in town stuff.
that's too far. Yeah, never mind. All right, I'll head west. I'll grab the group and let them know. So you have Vox and Blasiv already running towards the dragon, right?
Basically, I do need to ask real quick though, so I can make sure I'm understanding correctly. So my oath bow would require attunement, so I don't have. It's not attuned yet, right?
It should be. You guys have taken a long rest since that battle.
Okay. Okay, cool. Just wanted
What
to
was the
clarify
name of
that.
the sword again? I'm not finding it.
Goblin King, great.
It's
Goblin
not-
What I
King,
thought.
Great
The
sword.
custom item.
It's a custom item. I created that a long time ago. So, Ronnie, how far is? I mean, I can see the map obviously, but like in terms of mechanics, how many feet away would that dragon be?
Oh, a good like 400 or 500 feet. You still got plenty of.
And we're
time.
not in combat yet, so it's kind of free movement until he tells us to roll initiative.
Yeah, but I have 600 feet range.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
I might
think
want to
you have a line
start
of sight?
blasting on him. And that's another question. Like, how? I mean, can I see him at all? How big is this dragon? Like, do we see him?
You see him definitely. He is on the ground currently, so he would have some pretty good cover, but he's big enough that you could see him over like over the town gate and over the crowd of people.
It's like 20 feet tall.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. I to be honest with you, I don't know the exact
That's okay. Yeah, just to kind of give us a
measurements,
visual.
but he's a very large creature. I mean, he towers over you guys.
Okay.
You guys are medium. He is huge. So
Oh, we don't have a lot of time to deliberate. I can start shooting now. Sybil, you want to draw him to the west? I'll start running and shooting.
Yeah, let's draw him west. North.
Right. As I
northwest.
hear that, I'll get in, like, start running and
Draw
sprint
west.
out in front of Vox.
Where's Bony Tony and all this?
he would be at Martha's Provisions with your other horses in carriage.
So it's still pretty. Oh, that's
For a
like.
second, I just
Far away.
confused Bony Tony with Andre's dog.
Frankie?
I always
Gary?
forget his name. I always know it's like something E.
Yeah,
Gary?
Frankie.
Boney Tony is biting on a squeaker.
Oh, fucking Bony Tony. Okay, so that's still like a ways. I'd have to backtrack to get the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's like my best idea is let's just start running to the west, start shooting, doing whatever we can. I think Gon has like not 600 feet, but I think you have pretty good range too. I mean, really anybody with a bow or anything like that can kind
Yeah,
of
I
start
can
wailing on
switch
him.
to my bow for now, and
Yeah.
then once we get closer, switch back. So I'll switch to my.
So
my
I guess my
longbow.
only question would be, do we start shooting now or do we wait till we're over
I
there
would-
in case he just starts barreling
So anyway,
through the
I
city?
started blasting.
So I started blasting.
So who can wield great swords?
Any of us can wield it, but the ones proficient are gonna be me and Rigongar.
Not anyone. I don't see it on mine. I could only do short swords.
But you can still
You can
equip
wield
it.
it, but
You're
you
not
would just
proficient.
you just wouldn't be
Yeah.
proficient.
Oh,
I feel like in the chaos and everything, everyone's like the group's focusing on the dragon, and then you just see Jinx like
Holding
lugging
a
his
gigantic
gas
sword.
sword.
yeah, like, hey guys, I got this thing. What I do with it? I'm just like flinging it around.
So Jinx, let me hold it while you can run, and then we'll figure out who's gonna use it afterwards.
Didn't you just get a sword, Mr. Sir?
I mean, are you gonna hold that?
I
this whole
love that
time?
we're doing this. I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say
So-
fine. I'm gonna
so
start
10
teleporting.
more
away.
civilians have been killed. at
No,
this
okay, I'm
point.
sorry. Let's
Yeah.
just run. We're just fucking running.
Yeah, I'm-
okay,
I'm-
my bad.
I pulled out my longbow.
You
and
hear
I'm-
a loud crash as the
Sorry.
tail of the dragon just smashes into the like battlements of the town gate and just completely they erupt in a eruption of splinters. There's just wood flying everywhere. You hear bodies.
So we're going
as
out
people are
past
just
this way, right?
being
We're trying to lead them over
murdered.
here.
Yeah, just start
We're
running
trying-
to the west, but
We're trying to be over here, like, because the dragon's like down in the bottom by the miner's trail.
Got it. Okay, so we're trying to be.
Pull him up, like over here.
So I'm like
Wait, are we going
sprinting
east or
slash west.
west,
West.
right?
I'm
Okay.
sprinting slash
Okay.
using my echo to teleport. So I'm like keeping clear from all the people and trying to move more freely.
D6 plus 4.
And
Just
I pull
short
out my
range
bow.
little teleports, just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, exactly. Just as fast, basically as fast as I can do that while sprinting.
It's bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, yep, exactly.
Thank
So-
you for the correction.
You're welcome.
Um,
Wanted
And
to
then
keep
I'm
Fuck it,
it
going
right.
around.
I'm gonna start shooting him. I mean, as soon as I can, whenever that.
Yeah,
Whenever you're okay
honestly,
to
I'm
let me do that
gonna-
running. I'll start shooting.
Good.
so he's within 600 feet. So as soon as I get out to the plane, I'm gonna start shooting him too with Vox.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. And as I take my attack, I will utter the command phrase. swift death to you who have wronged me. And whenever I make the attack, so normally I'd have disadvantage at 600 feet, but I'm marking him with Oathbow. And so whenever I do, I know. Oh, and he doesn't get any benefit from cover either. That's important.
Well, and also
So-
we're within 600 feet, so we wouldn't be at disadvantage anyway.
No, you well. So the way that the ranged weapons work is they have 2 ranges. So like mine is 150/600. So anything up until 150, I normally would not have disadvantage. But if it goes beyond that,
Okay. So
I can shoot up
basically
to
151 to
600.
600 is disadvantage. Okay.
Yes, but
All right,
so
so
with
then-
my weapon, it says I don't get disadvantage due to long range on my specific marked target, and they don't get any benefit from cover unless it's total cover.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. So then with disadvantage, I got a 17 to hit.
Damn. Okay, so I got a. Why doesn't? Oh, okay, over here.
Hey, Ronnie, what are the stats on the weapon? I'm sorry.
Alvin King Greatsword. You should be able to find it in your.
No, it's not in there.
Try looking again.
Okay.
I got a 20 to hit, Ronnie.
30-20.
30-20.
Okay, give me 1 second while I pull up this fucking guy.
And yeah, again, no benefit from cover for me.
There's one thing I'd like to do as well, just to make sure that we get the dragon's attention.
So, what did you get, Blast, on your to hit?
17.
And what did you get?
30-20.
30-20. So, Blast, as you pull back your bow and let the arrow fly, you hear Vox kind of issuing the command word, and yours just kind of just goes right over the shoulder of the dragon, and misses. Vox, yours is able to just dig right into its wing, and he definitely takes the hit. He kind of looks at you. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
And what were you trying to do, Edgar?
I was gonna pull out the staff and use thunder just to make the
Oh
thunderclap,
shit, that's
sorry.
right.
Thunderclap, just so
Thunderclap them
that
cheeks.
the dragon knows that we're in this direction.
All right. Yeah, and as this arrow rips into him, it kind of hisses in pain. What did you get for your damage?
12 damage with my
12 damage.
my swarm.
And it just kind of winces a little bit. Is that total after everything?
Yeah, it's I'm only getting the swarm. I didn't mark him or anything with my other thing.
Yeah.
He's too far, I think.
So he takes the arrow in his shoulder and kind of winces in pain and rips it out with his teeth. And he just lets out a large roar as you hear just the sound of thunder kind of coming from the direction of Tybalt. And he starts to kind of sniff around, and he kind of sees you there holding that staff, Tybalt, and he's just.
What is paint a picture for us? Like, what does the environment look like right now?
It's evening. Some clouds in the sky. The stars are out. Moon's about 30% waxed.
Okay.
No waning, though.
No waning.
All
right, so it's like basically nightfall, or is it like?
Oh, it's
just
evening.
getting dark?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
evening. You guys spent most of your day traveling to town. Got here and were in a fairly long meeting with the town council. That conversation would have been a good hour.
A while,
or two long. It
yeah.
would have been a while, yeah. Meanwhile, you
Okay.
guys have been enjoying your time at the tavern and stuff. It's late evening. Most people would have been like going to bed.
Okay.
And just to give you a better idea, I don't have a battle map drawn up, but this dragon is basically at the town's gate, kind of just attacking any guards or people nearby. A large portion of the town's like fence or wall, wooden kind of staked wall, has been destroyed by its tail attacks and its wing attacks. You guys are across town essentially, but he's still large enough that you can see him in the distance. You were able to hit him, with your arrow, but it's a hard shot. It's a hard shot for anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Did I
Cool.
try to
Thank
throw a
you.
blade?
How far is your distance?
60 feet.
Okay, you can go ahead and try to throw it.
Thank you. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh,
Plus
did so
6,
with
26.
disadvantage.
Oh, cool.
Fuck your crit, he said.
Fuck, basically. Jesus.
Nice.
So
Pretty
19.
good.
Still
Cool,
one natural 20 on that one.
Yeah, but how far away are you?
60 feet?
How far away?
Oh, I
You're
don't
way
know.
farther
You
than
can
60
throw-
feet.
Yeah, so even with a natural 20, you throw the best throw of your life, you're about 10 times away
Too far.
as far as you can throw. So,
Cool.
yeah, you just
Just wanted to
throw
be
your
part of it.
dagger and it just hits the air real fucking
Just
cool.
want to be. Just wanna
Yeah.
be
That,
I
that
just
dirt
picture-
is fucking hurt.
I picture
Yeah.
Jinx like looking at the sword, and then she's like, "Oh shit!" and just tosses a dagger, and it's like a great throw, but nowhere near good
Yeah,
enough.
no.
I just imagine this like
But I feel really
full
good about
anime
it.
moment where she's like, "Fring," throws it. It's like in the air, and then it's just like. "Mer."
Yeah, I'm really stoked about it though, and I'm just running with the group to get closer.
Yeah, I helped.
Woo, I did a thing. But I wanted to
And-
toss the sword to
Over
actually.
the roar of the
Gone.
crowd, you hear this very shrill voice just going, "Ah, I knew this was gonna happen! It's come for me! After all this time, nobody did shit to help me! I'm gonna flee! Everybody flee for your lives!" And Harbin Wester is just running, full
Oh my
sprint,
god. Oh my god.
tripping little kids to get out of his way.
Oh fuck.
Of course he is.
Tribor is trying his best to maintain order. You can see where Halia Thornton is kind of very sneakily kind of making her way through the crowd, kind of hiding in the shadows of the alleyways as she's, keeping out of this dragon's line of sight. Lenine Greywind is standing there in her full plate mail armor with her spear in hand, sword, shield in hand, kind of ready for battle. As they all kind of start to make their way towards you guys. Lenine is as well as like Tribor. Harbin is escaping for his life very blatantly. Halia is escaping very sneakily. What is Gon doing in all of this?
Picture Halia with that like Tom and Jerry gif where Tom's like peeking out the door.
Oh yeah.
I think Gon is just they're kind of supporting the group. I think if I'm Gon, I'm essentially just doing the same thing that everybody's trying to do, is get the dragon's attention. So I think at this point I'll try and cast prestidigitation to get the attention of the dragon, and I guess do some sort of like pyrotechnics, like fireworks, just shoot straight up into the air and see if I can get his attention that way. But other than that, I'm pretty much just trying to stay out of people's ways, including the groups, just so that they can do their thing.
Yeah, and with the attack from Vox and Blast, coupled with the thunder and pyrotechnics of Gon and Tybalt, the dragon very much catches your attention, and you see where his wings just kind of unfurl and in full wingspan just stretch out as he, and you see just this wave of guards kind of go flying, and they fall prone as they get knocked back by the force of the wind from his wings and the bleeding of his wings, and he starts to hover up into the sky and make his way over to you, and he kind of lands on the Lion Shield Coster building, and it kind of crumples a little bit underneath him. As you can see where his foot just goes through the roof. It's not made for that kind of weight, and he kind of struggles to maintain his posture, but he catches himself. And he
How
just
many
lets
feet
out
does he
the-
have?
Huh?
How many feet does he have?
4.
Okay.
Is he within 150 feet of me?
I would say he's probably about 300 feet to you. As he lets out this roar and just does a sweeping pass with his ice dragon breath, freezing 40, 50 people that were trying to flee.
How does this shriek sound?
I can't do great dragon voices, but it's like
Pretty good.
Thank you.
That was
Pretty-
terrible. That was my worst dragon
pretty
thing
spot
I've
on.
ever done in my life.
So you moved right there? Damn it.
Dragon D's?
All right,
Nuts.
Zabantek, what are you doing?
Dragon D's nuts.
Fucking got her.
Fucking got her.
I kind of wanted to do the same thing as Gon. I have this wand of pyrotechnics that I've never used ever.
Ever. You also have a gold clock or something like that. The clockwork.
I mean, it's all harmless or whatever, but I would like to at least launch some fireworks out. There's 7 charges, so I'll expend 1 charge, and these like bursts of blue and orange and white like fireworks burst into the sky, and the sound can be heard up to 300 feet away. So I'm assuming the dragon will hear that.
Definitely, it whips its head around and catches you as you are just shooting these colorful pyrotechnics with the loud crackling of these fireworks.
And I would like to run over to Gorsh. Let's see. I'm gonna run past the Shrine of Luck. Like I'm running west into that, like, if I can make it there. I'm gonna try, because I'm at the Stonehill Inn, right? I ran out. And I'm gonna try to get to that empty, like, grass area over there and try to distract the dragon that way. So hopefully the rest of everyone else can come up behind him.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
I guess I'll start running that way at that point.
Are we in combat now?
Kind of.
I mean, I'm gonna keep running west. I don't know if we're doing tokens or whatever, but I'd be running west. Now that I know that we've kind of caught his attention, and let's see, probably I might switch over to my shield, just so I can help protect whoever's around me. So are the townsfolk just fucking going wild? Like, is there any
Wild.
kind
I mean,
of...
this is chaos. This is absolute chaos.
Okay. I'm gonna just yell as loud as I can, and people of Phandalin, head east. We will draw the attention of the dragon and head west. You get out of here. And I'm just, hopefully, at least some people hear it and they start following. I'll keep going west towards the dragon. And yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna switch to my shield yet. I'm gonna just keep blasting them whenever I can.
And block them. Roll that attack.
Okay. Let's do it. So that is a... Ooh,
Nice.
that's a
Token running.
13. 13 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah,
the arrow
I
just
figured.
whizzes right past him as he doesn't even acknowledge your attempt. He
Okay.
sees that there are just a large crowd of people, fleeing away from him to the east, and he goes to shoot another blast of his icy breath, but kind of coughs a little bit as it gets caught in his throat, and he, in frustration, he just reaches down and just scoops up a little kid that's got separated from his parents, just takes a bite off of it.
Just a
goes
snack.
squirting in the air, and it just spits it out at you guys. What do you
Okay,
got?
how far did I make it on my run? Because I know we were at the time where he was
You're
out. We were
about like
trying to get here
150. You're about like 200 feet away.
from the dragon.
Yeah.
Can you show me on the map where you're placing me?
You're about like right here.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I love how
Okay.
tiny that. Tiny.
Okay, so I'm going
Bender.
to.
That's some epic music, by the way.
So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make my way over to this building as quickly as I can.
Okay. How much speed do you have? Like, how far can you get?
My speed is 30, so if I dash, 60.
Okay. You can get about like a third the ways there.
Damn, how big is that fucking courtyard?
Oh, it's a big courtyard. It's a big town.
Those
I don't
houses
have
are
like
pretty
exact
small.
measurements, but you know, I'm just trying to do some
All
theater
right.
of the mind here.
All right. All right. Well then, yeah. I'm just gonna try and dash. Over, and if I dash, I can't hold a dodge reaction, right?
No, that dash is an action.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So then I'm just gonna take that rush over. Hopefully, it puts me about there.
Okay. Tibble, what are you doing?
I am gonna try and. How far did we say we were from the dragon?
You're about, if you're still kind of located near the Stonehill Inn, you're still about like 200 feet away.
All right. I want to get within 120 feet of the dragon, if possible.
Yeah, I would say if you dashed, you could get there, because that's kind of about where Blast was.
All right. So dash and let's see. I guess can't really do much with that since dashing is using my action. Yeah, I'll just keep dashing until I can get within range. So that's it. Should I drop my token?
Sure. Yeah, you guys can drop tokens.
All right.
Gon, how about you? What are you up to?
So kind of following what the plan is, I'm also gonna move forward, but I'm actually gonna stay well ways away from the dragon, at least for now. So no sprinting or anything like that. Just gonna use my full movement to get as far away or get as close as possible. I don't really know where that would be. Maybe like here. And yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Jinx, where's Jinx at?
Jinx, excuse me. Jinx is pumped from that really awesome throw she did, so she's hauling ass behind everybody, and she's right beside them, and trying to get as close as possible. So with my feline agility, I can move twice the distance. So how close does that get me? Because I also don't want to be like
It gets you pretty close.
pulling aggro.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
with your feline agility, you can get, what is it, 120 feet up? It doubles your speed.
That shit gets her far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Far
No,
as
I
fuck,
just
boy.
I want to be like behind Blast, between Blast and trying to use the wrong screen here. Between Blast and Tybalt.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily get there with your feline agility.
Julio.
We're Gongar. What are you doing in all this?
So can you show me where I'm at?
You're kind of near the rest of the group. You guys are all kind of just outside the Stonehill Inn there.
Am I within 150 feet of the dragon?
Not quite, but with your regular movement, I would say you could get there.
Okay, I'd like to get exactly within 150 feet of the dragon.
You can get there.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm exactly 150 feet now?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast my fireball from the necklace of Fireballs.
Oh shit! I forgot about
Oh,
that.
dude, we should have
All right.
timed it. We should all throw it at the same time.
Just fucking nuke the shit out of this town.
Dexterity saving throw. Very cool.
Yeah, you need to beat a 15. Otherwise, you still take damage. Just half.
Yeah.
What level is Fireball?
It's 4.
Give me 1 second.
How did he just take the Twiggy toy away from Frankie? Messed up.
Yeah, you heard that.
Aww, poor Frankie. He's just trying to be a good boy.
So he gets a 22 to save, but what's the damage?
Okay, let's find out. Do we round up, right?
We round down.
Okay, so he takes 17.
Okay, 17. Done.
17 fire damage.
Yep.
That's not too shabby, bro.
Not too bad, right?
No, not at all.
Shabby.
Fucking shitty that he saved, but
He's an ass for saving. What can we do about that?
this fool, I know. This fucking dragon.
And then I'm gonna put my shield over my head and brace, and I'm done.
Hmm.
The Bentek, what are you doing?
Where's my little icon?
Did I make it to that field, Ron?
Yeah, you could have made it to there from where you were. I mean, it's not too far
Okay.
from where you were.
I would also like to use my fireball tooth.
Okay.
Um,
I have to pass a DC 15, right?
so
Is that what it is, or is it based off of their own?
no, mine's higher.
Yeah, that one's because it's gonna be based on their stats.
But I think it's based on the item, not your guys' individual.
Is it?
I think it's based on the item. Yeah.
So
It
it's set, it
says
doesn't
cast
scale?
level 3 fireball, so I think it's just whatever
Oh,
fireball
Yeah,
I
no.
cast, right?
If you want to do the 4th level, it had me use 2 charges. So if you want to do the first one, then you use only 1
Then
charge.
it's level 3.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
how to
level 3
use that
naturally,
item
I believe.
because
But it
I-
doesn't say, Ronnie. It just says to cast that level fireball. It doesn't say that it's a set DC.
Okay, then you guys are right. Oh no, it says here DC 15 on the item.
Oh,
yeah,
on the
it's a
item.
DC 15. Yeah.
Got it. I see what you're
Wait,
saying.
so
No, I'm
I
saying
don't
you're
use
casting it from the item. You're not casting the spell yourself. Like
Right,
Got
it's
it,
not a
got
spell
it.
slot. Okay.
You're literally
So-
just throwing a fucking magic bomb.
But it's
Alright,
still an
yeah.
action.
yeah,
Got it.
still in action, but it's a DC
Magic bomb.
15.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and make this.
And you're just using the 1, so it's a level 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys each have 1, right?
Yeah, I have 1. I think Ragongar had 2. He was the only
Yeah.
one that had 2.
Yeah, he grabbed
Okay.
an extra.
So I
right?
only-
And everybody should have one because that was the way it was divided out. So
Yeah.
if you don't have it in your inventory, you should have at least one.
So I failed, and I take full damage.
Do not have.
Sweet.
I'll have to add mine. What are you calling it?
Well, mine is a fireball gem, and
What's the damage?
Neck-
it's- I don't know how to do that.
Just
if
roll
I-
8
if I'm-
d6s.
Okay. Thank you.
Necklace of Fireballs is what it's
8
called. And then on the
D6s?
charges, it has one. I think it's like 6 max charges, but I just
You
took it
only
off
used one and then
have
deleted it?
24.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, got it. Dude. Hell yeah.
And then I would
Alright.
still like to keep running a little further. I mean, as far as I can get to like the edge of that field.
Can we get all the tokens on the map?
And I also want to tell the dragon that he's really not that cool. He's probably the least cool out of all of the dragons.
Damn, he's not ice cold.
Because he has a
Yeah,
big
it
old
does.
ego.
If you guys downloaded your token sheets, you
You
can
can drop
upload them to Owlbear and manually drop your tokens. Just makes it
Okay.
easier for Ronnie.
So
There you go.
hard. Just kidding. I'm gonna drop myself in here. I already dropped myself in, so.
So yeah, so you guys, as Ragongar and Zabante come almost in tandem, kind of throw their fireballs. It just gets hit, boom, boom. Like you can tell with the first one, like he sees
It came out of my tooth. Just
and the
so you
explosion
remember.
Oh yeah, it came out of your mouth,
The
right?
dragon's able to kind of like dodge Ragongar's initial throw, but the explosion still kind of catches him, where like kind of lurches forward, it kind of knocks him right into Zabantik's, where he spent most of his time focusing on Ragongar's attack. He didn't see Zabantik throw it, but he takes the full brunt of her attack there as he kind of gets rocked with these 2 fireballs left and right. Who else is kind of shot? All right. In retaliation, the dragon lets forth an attack from his fire or his icy breath.
The Bentic's missing.
No,
Oh, you're over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's all, yeah. She
I
wanted to
need
make it that far.
Blast, Ragongar, Tybalt, and Gon to all make dexterity saving throws.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Constitution saving throws.
Con?
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay.
14.
Seven.
All right. For anybody pass?
What was
Or, I'm
it?
sorry.
What? You didn't
Well,
tell us
Anybody-
what to
yeah,
pass.
sorry. Did anybody
Yes, we
pass
all
the
passed.
16?
No. Beat a 15?
16.
No.
All right. You
Oh,
guys
you know
take.
what? Hold on. Give me a second, Ronnie. Sorry, I have an ability.
Well, can I use inspiration for that?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna reroll it. I got the same thing.
I'm
Damn
gonna.
it.
Wow, no way.
It was meant to be.
I'm gonna
No, I
reroll
guess.
using my Sonic die. as
Okay,
well.
never mind, Ronnie.
You don't
After
re-roll.
looking
You
at
just
Jinx.
add your Sonic
Yeah.
die to.
You don't re-roll, you just add it, yeah.
Oh, Jinx was in line there too? Damn, you got 4 of you?
So wait, so then
Wait,
I
you
just
too,
do the
Blast?
1d6.
You didn't say my name.
Yes, I did.
No,
He did.
I did.
I did.
Okay.
I heard him.
my bad.
I heard
All
him.
right.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Did it?
So 19, I passed.
Shit. I got a 12.
All right. Everybody that failed takes 31 cold damage.
Oh
Jinx, you take 15.
my god. Okay.
Wow, there we go.
I
Half
have
health, just like that.
resistance to cold.
Yeah.
Do you have
Ooh.
resistance to cold?
Yeah, because of my armor. Remember that?
Awesome. Then you take half
Yeah.
damage.
Oh shit.
So that would be round up or down?
You said down.
Yeah.
Down? Okay, so that'd be 16.
Ronnie, can I ask a question?
You would take
Um,
15. Gone.
If Gon had saved and he has that armor, so then he would take 7, is that correct? Okay.
Correct.
Just want to understand how that stacks.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, had
That's
he
how I
saved?
understand it at least.
Had he saved, it
resistance
would have been
gives you
7.
half
Yeah, that's
damage.
Yes,
correct.
had he saved.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so resistance gives you half damage to whatever the damage type is.
Right.
And then saving
Unless-
would give you half damage. So I would do half and then half of that.
Okay.
Unless
yeah,
you have
I figured.
evasion, then if you saved, it would be 0.
Correct.
Okay.
My favorite monk ability of all time.
Yeah, I need that right fucking now.
Yeah, bro, so do I.
And then as he lets out this icy breath, he flaps his wings and as he starts to rise up.
Come
into
on,
the air.
bro.
Vox, what do you do?
Well,
Sit this bitch.
approximately how many feet is he away from you right now?
He's probably about like 200. Like
Okay.
180.
Where's
Okay.
Vox?
I'm
Right
up
there.
there. I'm right by you guys.
Orange. He's orange.
That's
He's
200
behind the
feet away,
shrine,
bro.
look.
That seems
Yeah,
insane.
it's the scaling is, you know.
The
Bro,
scale's
sorry,
fucked.
this was Francine
It's okay,
rolled
that's why-
a natural 20 on the dragon location table. This is her fault. This was not
Finally
meant to
made
happen
it.
today.
I finally made it.
Yeah, he finally pissed him off enough to fight.
I've been trying for so long.
All right, so I'm gonna run a little bit closer
Don't
to
blame this
him.
on me, Ronnie. You had full control over all of this.
I asked you to roll a d20 earlier, remember?
Yeah, and I rolled
Yeah.
a 20.
And you okay.
That
This is
means
where we're
that
at.
means it's on the town.
This is where we're at.
Oh, I thought you were just getting annoyed that we couldn't come up with a fucking plan of action.
No. Before everything started, she said something about it, and I was like, "Well, you can roll a d20," and she rolled a nat 20. So
Fuck.
here
Well,
we are.
Oh yeah, it was a roll because she had mentioned that there was probably like another chance that we were gonna fight the dragon.
No, I said we weren't going to. I said we were just going to bullshit around town pretty much all day. So, and then he was like, "We'll roll a d20," and I was like, "All right."
All right.
So you're welcome.
So, real quick, Ronnie, I look around. Is there like any townsperson that looks like I might be able to do anything to help them? Is there anybody stuck under, like, of any kind of debris or like anything that I can do to?
Bro,
Huh?
What's your passive
perception?
perception?
15.
15. Yeah, there is like a little girl that's like fallen, and she's gotten separated from her parents, and now she's just kind of stuck in fear. Not really able. She's just standing there crying, not knowing what to do.
Okay. Shit. On that note, I will swap over to. Wait, I wouldn't be able to shoot and then swap to my shield, right?
No.
Okay, so I will swap to my shield. I'll pull out a short sword. Not that it'll really do. Well, no, I'll just pull out the shield, and I'm gonna go and try to help the little girl, get to safety somehow.
Okay.
And
you were able to do so, yeah.
Okay, and if I'm able to kind of get her up quickly, then I would move a little closer to him if I have any movement left.
I don't know, man. That sounds like you're running away and coming back closer. Like that's a lot of movement.
Well, I don't know where the girl is. Like if she's
like
anyway, whatever you
buildings
determine.
To the north of you.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
Whatever you determine, then I'll help the little girl, and if I don't have movement, that's fine.
So to help, he would have to backtrack a little bit, is what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Blast. What are you doing?
So if I sprint 60 feet, that still only takes me like here on this map, right?
Yeah, you can get to where like the grass's edges.
Okay. But that's a sprint. So I don't have another. I don't have another action.
But is that on the other side of the
So
fence?
basically, okay. So I want to get. How high is he up in the air?
It's about 50 feet in the air right now.
Okay, so then that's fine. I'm gonna get this. So he's a little ways below me, and then 50 feet up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I'm gonna gather my echo to me and just get prepared to launch an attack on my next turn. Since that's my dash.
What sword are you wielding?
My Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just asking.
Does it look any different because I'm near a dragon? Or no? I mean, I'm just asking.
If you wanted to, I mean.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
There's no like inherent like description in the sword itself that says so, but we could easily say that like, as you like wield the Dragon Slayer great sword, you hear the like growl of the dragon in the sword, kind of reverberating in your soul. So since we reskinned this to look like the Guts Dragon Slayer sword from Berserk, I'm gonna sprint up because I've switched off from my bow, and as I draw my Dragon Slayer great sword, it's not gonna glow blue like my Great Sword of Warning, which is obviously fucking bright. It's like I have a blue glow stick on my back, just that fucking Great Sword of Warning, bright fucking blue.
Yeah.
As I'm pulling the other one off, do you know, especially like in Dragon Ball, when people would like emanate power, it wouldn't be like an aura out. It was kind of be like this eldritch like energy kind of like coalescing and then like coalescing out in like tendrils. So like picture that is what is emanating from the Dragon Slayer Greatsword, but in the same color of energy that emanates from my Echo.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
All right. Dibble, what's going on?
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself, and as I do, the shape and the range of the Sanctuary is gonna surround me, and it's gonna form the shape of the sun. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that the dragon sees it
and takes away that I was the one talking to him or them.
Okay. And it definitely catches his eye, but he's currently like he sees you, but he's also scanning, the crowd and trying to just be aware of where every perceivable threat is. But he definitely takes notice of that.
And I'm gonna move closer as well.
Okay. Jinx, what are you doing?
Sanctuary. Fucking hunchback and Nord down.
Yeah.
So
We
I
just saw
see.
that.
Yeah, so I see that he is getting closer to the Blastus, so I do want to move right around here. Yeah, maybe there. And then I'm gonna focus my steady aim, my blade, and then shoot him with a psychic blade.
Wait, that still might be too far for you.
No. Well, how far is this?
That's what we've been talking about. The
He's
scale
pretty
is
far,
off.
yeah. So he's
the
about
scale on the map is off.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then I'll get closer. I need to be 60 feet. So how close is 60?
You would need to be about where Blast is.
Okay. I go. Is this a tree? What is this? A hill in front of me?
I think that's like a little grassy area.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just grass.
A little
okay.
lawn, yeah.
Cool. Actually, let me get on this roof. Is this 60? No, this is further.
Yeah, it's a little bit further.
Yeah, I was thinking rooftop too, but it's too far.
Yeah, I can technically go to this one.
You could.
I just feel so unguarded. No, I'm just gonna be right here, right slightly behind Blast, but like, and then I'm gonna go ahead and steady and throw. Let me do that.
Go ahead and throw with disadvantage.
No. That gives me an advantage on my thingy. Ooh, 12? That does not hit, huh?
It just whizzes right past him.
Cool. Okay, so that's all I can do for that. And I will be completely behind Blast right here.
Okay. Brigangar, what are you doing?
Just using me as cover.
I'm gonna run within 120 feet of the dragon.
You can easily do so, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my javelin of lightning and throw it at him and say, "Toma way."
Cool. It's just an attack roll, right? I don't save or anything.
Can I attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Does a 9 hit?
What do you hit? What do you get?
A 9.
No, a 9 doesn't hit.
I will summon my javelin back, and I'm going to try again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits, yeah.
Yay! All right, so he's gonna take 8 plus 14, so 22.
Oh.
And it's obviously lightning damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the lightning damage, he gets to do a DC dexterity saving throw of 13.
Oh, okay. Cool. He does pass a 14.
Okay, so let's see here. He takes half then. So that means he's
7
going to take, 8 plus 7, 15.
Alrighty.
And then I will put my shield over my head again.
Okay. Zabantik, how about you? What are you doing?
I would like to request a break so we could take the dog out.
Sure.
Okay.
It's a good time.
Well, do you want to just take your turn and then we'll kind of restart the initiative at the top of the round?
Okay. I have this wand of entangle, but it doesn't. Oh, never mind. I'm just being dumb. Hold on. How far am I from the dragon? I'm like 150 feet,
Pretty
right?
far. Yeah, you're about like 200 feet away.
200 feet away. Okay.
Again, scaling on this map isn't accurate.
No. I'm not talking shit. I just
Trying to figure out how to
for
get
myself. Yeah.
Shit,
how
man.
to move. Yeah.
Shit, man.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna use that other pyrotechnic. I'm gonna use another charge on that pyrotechnic wand of pyrotechnics, and I'm gonna launch fireworks at the dragon. I know that they probably won't do any damage, but I want to piss them off.
Go ahead. Let me see. Give me a performance check with advantage.
$17.
With a 17, let me see something here. Yeah, and so as you launch these fireworks at this dragon, you can see where he's taking some damage at this point. So he kind of like recoils and kind of like winces as like he sees these fireworks kind of shooting in his direction, and he goes to like evade it a little bit, not realizing that they're illusory in nature.
Okay, and then I would also like to remind him that he sucks, and his wings are stupid, and he probably has a really big butt that no one finds attractive.
Wow.
All right, yeah.
Wow.
He is.
Why aren't
A
you
big butt, but
bird
nobody
again?
even likes it.
He just goes, "Ow, that hurt here." All right, let's just take a break there, guys.
All right.
Okay.
So Zabante gets shot out. This blast of fireworks at it, causing the dragon to recoil. And now the dragon, who is hovering in the air, kind of above you guys, lands in this
Also hurt his
big
feelings.
courtyard right in between you guys, and he takes a swipe at Ragongar, reaching out with his claws to attack him. Getting a 26 to hit.
Yep.
You are going to take 11 slashing damage. He swings around and takes a bite attack at you, Jinx, getting a 28 to hit.
I'm gonna flash that one. I'm gonna flash that one.
Okay, so it causes
Disadvantage, so just roll again.
I got a 28 the first time, a 24 on the second roll. With
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It probably has like a plus 12 to hit or something.
Yeah.
Jinx, I need you to take 18 piercing damage and 5 cold damage. And then Blast, he's going to take a swipe at you with one of his claws, getting a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And you're going to take 12 slashing damage.
Fuck. All right.
Vox, you see this giant dragon land and it's wreaking havoc on your buddies here. What are you doing?
Well, having just handed off the little girl to a safer place, I'm gonna pull out my bow. I am going to Hunter's Mark, Dragon D's nuts, and then I am going to take a shot. How close am I at this point? I mean, it looks like he's right in my face.
You're pretty close. Yeah, you're within like 100 feet of him.
Okay, well, I'll get within... Oh yeah, so Hunter's Mark at 90, so I'll get within 90 feet of him, and I will shoot him with my oath bow.
Give me 1 second while I do this.
Go.
Nice.
All right, go ahead, roll it.
Okay, I get advantage because he is my sworn enemy, and if it hits, I get a little extra damage. There's 23 to hit.
It's
Okay, so I am going to use my swarm, and there's a Hunter's Mark, and then Oathbow gives me 3d6s, so I get a total
Oof.
of 5d6 bonus on it.
Oh my goodness.
So I'll do the regular damage
Holy
first.
crap.
It's a 6, and then I get 5d6. 29 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Not bad.
Fuck yeah. Not bad at all.
Right, yeah.
And then I will take my second shot,
Mhm.
Oof.
which I forgot to do last turn, by the way. Okay, so this is the same deal, except I won't get the swarmer if it hits. So
You say
26 to
you're-
hit.
26 absolutely hits.
Okay, so this time I get 4 d6s on top of the normal damage.
Yep.
It'll be 7, 10, plus, so another 28 damage.
Right.
Ooh.
That oath bow is fucking brutal.
Yeah. And with that, the dragon starts to unfurl his wings, and he starts to. I need Blast, Jinx, Sybil, Ragongar, and Vox to all make a dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 16.
Crit fail.
21.
All right, you save.
Fine, one.
You need to beat a what?
You need to beat a 16.
I got 16,
Do not beat it.
so fail.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Cool.
Oh, I thought if you matched it, you
No,
you
meets
did it.
beat.
No, you have to beat it.
Meets beats. Oh no,
Meets
that's right.
beats.
Meets beats, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had to
Meets
beat it.
beats. It's just, normally if you're getting attacked and it hits your AC, it counts as against
Oh,
you.
right, yeah.
How much
I
damage
need-
did I take? 5 cold
No,
damage?
you need to roll first.
I'm sorry, my mom called me.
You need to make a
Dex
dexterity
saving throw.
save.
Got it. 24.
Cool.
Nice.
So everybody that succeeded, you take 6 damage. Everyone that failed, you take 12 damage, and you are now knocked prone.
Okay.
And the dragon lifts up into the air and
Fuck,
rises
dude.
30 feet into the air. Lasts your turn.
So he's 30 feet above me.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna move my my Echo Blast right
Sorry,
on
you
top.
said he's in the air?
Yeah.
He's in the air, yeah.
Hovering 30 feet, I believe.
I'm gonna move my Echo Blast right on top of the dragon. It's within 30 feet. And I'm going to teleport.
Are you riding the dragon right now?
I am.
Oh shit.
And then I am going to let's see. I'm going to take my attacks.
Give me a
Oh,
animal
shit.
handling check to see if you can maintain your balance.
Handling check.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's not willing to let you just ride him. So
That's an 11.
with an 11, you oh man, you slip a little bit, but you're able to just kind of hold on to one of his wings and pull yourself back up.
Okay.
So go ahead and make whatever attacks you want to
Oh
make.
my, okay. So fucking all right.
Truthfully,
What
I should have made
is-
you fall, but I feel bad because I feel like this is a really cool moment and I want to.
All right. First one is 14 to hit.
Just with the shakiness of the dragon, you're not able to get the leverage you need to make an attack of any significance with it. It just kind of bounces off.
No, all good, all good. Okay, so go ahead and attack again. Oh my god. 14. So that's another miss, right?
That's another miss, yeah.
Fuck it. Need to do this now so I can just try and get it over with. Pop my action surge.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 22 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay, so let's see here. So let me re-roll that 2. So it's a 3. Okay. So that's a fuck. So 3 plus 2 plus 5. Okay, so that's a 12 plus 3 d6. d6.
2 plus 2 plus 5 is 10.
Wait, how did you get 12?
Wait, sorry. I'm not
2
great at
plus
math.
2
What was
plus
it?
5?
So
No,
no,
3
so
plus
I
9.
re-rolled. I re-rolled the first two. My bad. I re-rolled the first two. My custom roll. Yeah, re-rolled the first two. Okay, yeah, so it's a 10. Sorry, it's a 10, and I gotta roll my extra d6s now, which is 3.
Okay, Ashley Johnson.
Sorry.
She's so bad at math, guys. What
Bro,
the
I'm
fuck?
awful. So that's another 10.
Okay.
All right, so let me attack again.
Hey,
That's
you're
20.
not bad, Ashley.
Oh, fuck. It's a 16.
This is.
All right. So I'm just fucking riding the dragon. I'm going to pull my echo as close to me as possible. Which I don't think he makes it far off the ground, but I think he makes it still within 30 feet, so he is still alive.
All right. And after your turn, he is going to whip his tail around and hit you. With his, he's going to make a tail attack against you, Blast.
Sick.
I was gonna say, damn, he's already hitting him.
Getting a natural 20.
Holy crap.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for me.
That's it, buddy. You better
You're
start
gonna take
re-rolling that
21
character.
damage.
Yeah. How much?
21.
Okay, I'm down.
Anyone?
And you're gonna take 12 damage as well. So
Okay, so how much?
you fail one death save.
We
Fail
crap.
1. Okay, so fail. Done.
All right.
You got one more, right?
He has two more. He has 2 more. Tybalt, what are you doing? You are covered in this sanctuary that is shaped like the sun. You see Blast fall.
I'm going to use my shit. What's it called? I'm going to use a distance spell. How far is Blast from me?
Blast is about like 30 feet from you.
All right. I'm going to use distance spell to make my where is it? My cure wounds ranged and heal him for 11 points.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Andre, you're back up.
So
You're
it's
still
not back
prone,
up.
but you're awake.
But I'm alive. So.
alive.
Well, but I mean,
You're
I'm not
returned to consciousness.
knocked out. Yeah, I'm not knocked unconscious. Okay, so that changes. Okay. But I'm prone, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No broken parts, though, right?
We'll
What
see.
about missing screws and bolts?
Is there anything else you're doing, Edgar?
No, that's it.
Okay. After that, Jinx, what are you doing?
So I'm totally paying attention. Right now, I am going to where am I? Oh, I see myself right here. Okay. Well, shoot. I'm just gonna try my same move again. But is this building now crumbled?
Pretty fucked up. Yeah, the roof has definitely collapsed on itself a bit.
Okay, then this one. Would I still be within range here? Is that 60 feet?
Yeah, you can make your attack there.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and try to do my steady aim and blade. My blade.
Steady hand.
Steady hand.
The best.
Venom.
Is that supposed to be like a 9-key keyboard? I always try to place the sound. Like an old school, like you're pushing the keys?
No, her
Kinda
brain,
sounds
Mechanical
brain is
numpad, is
thinking,
that what it is?
Yeah, like, you know,
I'm
the
sorry,
old
that
school
was supposed to be
keyboards
with
or
advantage. My
the
advantage.
calculators that would print the little receipt as you were going?
14 does not
That's what I
hit.
always picture.
It does sound like that. 14 does not hit, correct?
It does not hit.
So I just say, "You're not even a cool dragon," and then that's all I could do because my blade failed.
John, what are you doing?
So he is. How far am I from him? Taking into account my distance and that he's 30 feet
You're about
floating
like
in the
60
air, right?
feet away from him. He's about 30 feet up in the air too.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. Then I'm going to stay where I am, and probably shouldn't try and pet it with my mage hand, huh? I'm gonna cast 2 Eldritch Blasts, pretty much just back to back. Let me see if I can aim at one of his wings. I'd say, which way is he facing, Ronnie?
He's currently facing like he has his back turned to you.
Okay. In that case, I'll try and hit his right wing with a couple of the Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
First one's a 17.
17, as you shoot your Eldritch Blast out to you, like right as it gets to the wing, he just naturally does a flap and it just misses.
Okay. Number 2. Oof, it's a 16.
Yeah, after the first attack, he sees it kind of whiz past him, so he kind of starts to turn and kind of face your direction a little bit and is able to get out of the way of the second one.
Okay. Then I'm going to stay put and see if I can't get him next time.
All right.
That's it.
Zabantix, what are you doing?
I would like to run up 30 feet, I suppose.
Mhm.
How far is that? Let me see. Hold on. One second.
You could get about like halfway there, I guess.
Might be here. That's 30 feet. So how far away am I from the dragon?
You're about you're within 100 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
That is a nat 20. 28
Oh, that
to hit.
absolutely hits.
Okay. So how are we doing this? Am I rolling a hit for Ray, or do I just?
It's 3 hits, right? You roll 3 magic attacks.
Okay,
magic
so I
spells?
do 1 hit per attack, right?
Yeah. So this one is you would do crit damage on this attack.
Okay, so this one did 11.
All right.
This one was an epic fail.
Okay, misses.
And 16, does that hit?
Misses.
Okay.
So your first one just hits him straight, like right where like his clavicle would be, I guess, you know. But the other 2 are just, you know, just miss.
Alright. And that's it. That's all I'd like to do. I'm good.
Burgundy.
Actually, no. Hold on. I have been noobing it up this entire time, and no one has said anything to me. I would like to use my bonus action to pull out my robot, my cannon.
Pull it out.
Thank God. Thank God.
And
that pull game is weak.
I'm gonna pull I'm gonna pull out the protector. And he has his 15 feet movement. Okay, so then I'm gonna use his dice for me. So I get 13 bonus health. And then I'm going to move him 15 feet. So I'm going to move him here. Okay. I'm done now.
Ragongo, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try to hit him again with my with me javelin.
Go for it.
Let's see if he's gonna get hit.
Needs to talk shit first.
Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Good. All right. So he's gonna take 9 damage plus. I'm gonna use my Orcish Fury. The Orcish Fury will let me roll one of the weapon's damage dice again. So. Crap. Okay. So he takes a total of 14 right now.
Yeah.
And then I will resummon it back and throw it again.
Sure.
And a 10 doesn't hit.
That one, he was so aware of you because he took the extra damage and he was watching you intently after your first attack, and the second one, he's able to just move his shoulder out of the way to avoid it.
What an ass. So where did it land?
It landed where map here. It landed over by Zabantik.
Okay, I'm gonna run over there and grab it.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna use my action surge. I'm gonna throw it back at him.
Okay, go for it.
And doesn't hit.
Okay, you still get another one.
Where did it land?
It landed where you were originally, I guess.
All right, good. I pick it up and throw it back at him again.
Cool.
And it doesn't hit.
All right.
I'm done. I put my shield over my head.
I just picture this fucking super crazy, deadly looking dude just fucking throwing this and just fucking like, fuck. Just fucking
Throwing
going over,
toothpicks?
grabbing it, just fucking throwing it.
Yeah, 25%, right?
Yeah. All right, so we're back to the top. It's the dragon's turn. He looks down at all of you, kind of with a smug look on his face, and he says, "You shall know my power. Everything in this area is under my rule. Bow before me."
I'll
Would any
just
of you guys
scowl
like
at
to work?
him.
Would anybody else like to say or do anything?
Well, I guess I'll say the only way I'll bow before you is dead.
That can be arranged. I've killed
I'm
many
gonna laugh at him.
today. Orcs are but an annoyance stuck between my teeth.
Good thing I'm only a half orc.
Even worse.
Semantic bows to no creature.
No, Miss Geralt over there.
All right. And then the dragon.
Dave, you're muted.
They're trying to control you. You best take heed.
Me? Control me? Look at how
Nani?
easily I laid waste to this small town. This is but an inconvenience in my day. Who controls me, Cryovane?
There is a Dracolich that will control you.
All shall tremble beneath my power.
I'll reply. Tibble replies and says, "You may be powerful, but it's foolish to be hurting the ones that are the only thing stopping Ebon Death from taking you over."
Ebon Death is no more. He's been dead for hundreds of years.
I'll point at Blast's sword of dragon slaying and say, "That was the only thing stopping Ebon Death from being unleashed into this world. Ebon Death has returned, and he is looking for your body."
I welcome any foolish mortal who thinks they could usurp my power.
I'll say, don't be foolish. Rethink this choice. This choice is the only thing that's stopping you from life and death. Heed my words.
And he says, the only thing stopping life and death is me at this moment. You are but prey, ants beneath my feet.
The problem with this dragon is that he's too conceited to listen to anybody.
he starts
Red
to
ants.
lift up with his wings, and he starts to fly away.
Oh, he's fucking leaving.
I'm gonna take a last shot at him. Fuck it.
Go for it, roll it.
Okay.
Anyone have a freaking what's the name?
The net?
The thing to shoot it and the string comes out and it pulls you with it? Fucking grapple?
21 to hit.
We would hit.
Anyone?
Wah, wah.
For 25 damage.
5 damage. All right.
Not bad.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Not too shabby.
All right, and as he starts to lift off, your arrow just rips into his shoulder, and you can see where he kind of falters a bit and starts to like lose some of his height in the air. But he is able to correct himself, and he glowers back down at you and says,
But not before you hear. Ow!
"Ah!" He just lets out a snort as icy chill breath comes out of his nose and he flies off to the west, or I'm sorry, to the east, in the distance of the mountain range. And yeah, that dude's gone. The town is in shambles. Lion Shield Coster's building has basically collapsed inwards on itself. A lot of the nearby buildings are in rubble. And you see several of the guards are now starting to rush over to kind of see what's going on. But just as they get there, they see the dragon flying away. A couple of them foolishly try to throw a spear, but much like Jinx, it just wasn't quite enough to get there. Tribor comes out and says, Ragangar, Tybalt, are you guys okay?
Just fine.
We've
How are the village people?
taken worse.
The villagers have been successfully evacuated to safety. We were able to get them to the Trisendar Manor, but that is no real place of refuge. Thank you for distracting the dragon while we fled. Your actions have saved the town. Although we have lost a good amount today, I believe you subverted any further damage for the time being.
And I'll reply and look at the group and say, I think we no longer have the choice, the luxury of time. We need to move the people. I think we've all independently come to the conclusion, but I can say it. Axholm is the destination, and we need to clear it out to get them to safety.
I think that would be best. Come, gather with us at the manor to the east. You can rest there, and we'll develop a plan of attack, if you will, to get these people to safety. Have you seen my brother anywhere?
I'm running away.
So I'm running away
Yeah.
to the north, I think.
I saw him trip a couple
Some
children.
kids.
It's on his way.
He says, he and I need help.
If Zavantic wants to kind of get everyone to like huddle up a little bit. Everyone wants to huddle up.
Team
And
huddle?
yeah, team huddle, and I can use my robot to like just pulse some life.
Nice.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll the health.
Well, it's just gonna keep happening while. Oh, never mind.
But it's temporary.
like a
right?
Yeah, it's
totem.
temporary. All right, so you guys go. Well, let me see if I can get a better one. That was worse.
Sit
we'll
here
go.
watching her
There we
like
go.
tinker with a robot.
There we go. Everyone 13 temp health.
All right, could definitely use that.
Typical Tortle fashion, just.
Imagine her to be like the
Like the
Uh.
lawnmower, right? You're
Yeah, right.
Got it on the third try.
You gotta choke it a little bit, otherwise it
Yeah.
won't turn on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So she said.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, Cynthia.
What? Francine does it all the time. Is that
Yo,
Francine?
I don't. Whoa, hold
Oh
on,
my
man. We're
God.
recording here. Don't put their, personal life on
Oh
blast.
my god.
No, that's what she says.
Wow.
Oh my
No.
god.
Wow.
Some friend you are.
No, that's not what I meant.
What's going on
Definitely
here?
not a
Move
voice
on.
underneath.
I
Just
don't-
move.
I don't
move
even
on.
know what to say.
I meant that you.
All right.
say
So
that.
anyway,
Okay.
I'm
they
just
also
kidding.
said that they could let us rest at the hall.
The
and
manor.
We can just immediately. I'd say we rest there, get our strength back, and immediately head towards Axholm.
And in the meantime, is there anything you guys would like to do while you're still in town? You guys can definitely benefit from the long rest. I just want to give you
I wanna
guys the
see if-
opportunity to role play anything you would like to role play.
I want to go speak to Adabra and see if she has anything to help us.
Can we
I
re-up on
have a-
potions or something?
Yeah,
I
that's
have
exactly
a whole
what.
bunch of money.
that's,
I have a whole bunch of money
Adabra's the
I'd like to
potion
try to
maker.
spend.
Did she run away? Is everyone gone?
I don't think so.
They're all kind of over by the Trisendar Manor. However, it's just a big house, so there's still a big crowd of people, outside, kind of on the pathway. The manor itself is in shambles. It is
Shambles.
in ruins.
Shambles.
Kind of just, from, time itself has kind of destroyed it at this point.
That's pretty jacked, right?
Yes, we see it.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
we can zoom. Okay,
but once you gather there, you do find a lot of the town leaders there that are kind of huddled together as they are deliberating on like what to do. Tribor is there, Harbin Wester is there, Adabra, Lady Gariel, Lenine, Halia Thornton.
So I'm gonna approach Adabra first and ask her for anything that she thinks will help in the fight, and then turn to Lenine and ask if she has any sort of helm, even if it's a basic one, to help my armor.
So no on the helm.
Okay.
Just because I mean.
Yeah, no, I know that was a story thing for him, but just wondering.
Yeah. I mean, she can give you a helm, but it's not gonna like boost your.
It's not gonna help me. Yeah.
And so as you near, they're all kind of deliberating, and you see Tribor kind of turn to you and say, "Thank you guys for everything you've done. I know that you guys must be hurting as you took the brunt of the attack. Please, Miss Adabra, can you tend to their wounds?" And she comes out and she has a satchel with her, and she pulls out several potions of healing, and she says, this isn't much, but it's what I have available. And she gives you guys each one potion of healing, and
Okay.
she has
Regular?
regular potions of healing, and then she has 3 greater potions of healing.
I have 2 graders. I think if anybody needs them.
I'll take a greater.
Let me see. I have
And then 1 Reggies.
Reggies. I have 1 potion of greater healing.
I'll take that grader if she doesn't mind.
There's 3 graders, right?
So I would take 1 greater if that's fine with the group. So I have 2.
I think that would be all 3 accounted for then. So it'd
Yeah.
be Vox,
No,
Blast,
Jinx.
and Jinx.
Jinx.
Oh,
No, I don't need one.
Jinx, Regongar, and
Okay.
Blast.
Yeah, I don't need one.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the other 2 regular potions of healing. Whoever wants to take those.
How many were there of the regular ones?
3 and
There
3.
There was enough for 1 of each of
For
you.
each, right?
Regular potions of healing, and then she gave you
Okay.
3.
Oh, okay, so we each get 1 regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady Gariel speaks up and she says, I think. Hold on. Let me see. Let me think about what she says. Is there anything you guys would like to address with anybody?
Yeah, with Lady Gariel.
Okay, what would you like to tell her?
I'm gonna say, just remembering from who she is and how we ended up here, I will say we may not be exactly what you wanted, but we clearly did the job you wanted. Up until now, we've protected the city. I don't know where that leaves us with you.
She says, Vox Aslan Nakata, you are 100% correct. You have done everything in your power to help the town of Phandalin. And although this wasn't the request that we had initially submitted, I am very thankful for your presence, and your actions have not gone unnoticed. We are blessed to have you here.
Good. I'll leave it at that. There's a lot that could have gone wrong. So, the Tribor's still here too?
Yeah.
Tribor's there, yeah.
He's right there. Looking all regal and
Tribor,
shit.
we're gonna need your help. We've helped to arm your men. You have a small group to work for you. Additionally, we have some more gear that we can contribute to the cause. But we're gonna need you to lead some action here. We're struggling between going to confront the dragon and getting these people to safety. What say you? How can you help?
Well, with the equipment that you all have donated, we have enough to bolster
I'm gonna
some
give
of
him.
them.
I'm gonna give him the rest. I'm gonna give him the other sets that I have because I know he'll be able to distribute them better than I will. So there's 14 armor sets and 14 weapons.
As Sybil has said, I think the next step is to get the people of Phandalin to Axholm. If you guys lead the way, me and my men can escort the townsfolk to the mountains, and then once you give the clear, we can get them inside. But my fear is that there could be anything in that fortress, and we need to make sure it's safe. Otherwise, this would all have been for nothing.
Okay, so meta. This is for everybody. I won't be able to play next week. So how do you guys want to do this? Or unless I could play Friday. I can't play Saturday or Sunday.
I think I can play Friday. I don't know.
So I was thinking if we have time, we can try and clear out Axholm tonight or today for like the next hour or so. How long are you guys trying to go? You guys gonna bounce?
I mean, I don't really want to go past 2:30.
Okay. So then, if
That
anything,
gives us
we
about
can...
an hour, right?
It's not. It's going to take us way more than an hour to clear.
Yeah.
The fight takes us more than an hour.
Just with the way that we play, honestly, it's going to take us more than an hour.
For
Axholm?
I can do Friday, but I have to pick up Gina from the airport around midnight 1, so I have to.
I don't think we're gonna play that late.
Yeah, I would want to jump on by like 7 if that's cool with you guys. 8 between 7 and 8.
Yeah, we can do that.
My schedule's
can we do that?
open.
Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday 7.
Perfect. So then I'd say at the very least, let's get them over to Axholm, get established for the next 20 minutes, and then bounce.
Give me a quick minute. I gotta check out my schedule.
Okay. Yeah.
The biggest limiting factor. I love it.
And every time I'm like gonna make plans with
Goddamn
Emma,
girlfriends.
I'm always like, why don't you just tell me when you're free? Because like,
yeah. Well, that's
I can work around it.
Saturday we have to prep the house because they're going to be starting the flooring the following week, and then Sunday we have our 3D ultrasound, and then we got to go do our taxes. So that's going to be our whole Sunday.
Yep.
3D ultrasound is going to be dope though. I'll send you guys pictures.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Taxes is gonna fucking suck.
I might
even
be able
claim
to
the kid.
I'm gonna have to check with her, but I'll
Okay.
let you guys know once I talk to her.
Okay.
But we could definitely start Axe Home if you guys would like. And then
Okay, so let me. I guess before we depart the area, I would want to see if there's anybody I can. I mean, how bad is it? Is everyone still like terrified and running, or is it kind of settled where like I might be able to buy some items?
Buying items.
What are you trying to acquire? Because nobody's in
Well,
shops right now. The shops are
but-
like destroyed and
Yeah, they probably
Well,
don't
okay,
have
so
their
let-
whole inventory
Yeah,
with
so
them.
right, but aren't we also gonna rest before we head out
At the manor, though.
Yep.
at the manor? Okay. Well, I wanted to see if Adabra has anything cool for us. I wanted to check in with the gnomes. So, I mean, if none of them have anything, then we can skip it, I guess. I just have a ton of gold that I have nothing to do with, obviously, at the moment.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it
Same.
might make the most sense to just get
I have
everyone
a ton of
to
gold
our
too, but I'll
to our
take
rest
yours.
real quick, and then get us to Axholm so that on Friday we're ready to go. We don't have to spend that time in transit, you know.
I agree.
yeah, and I would say because of like the state of the town, like they wouldn't be prepared to
Do any business.
they would have to like sort through all their stuff. You know, everything's like in shambles right now. Just
I
imagine.
thought this was America.
But yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be prepared to transact any business at the moment.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back to town and just grab Boney Tony, make sure he's okay.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Okay,
He's chilling.
So I'm gonna ride back to the manor on my steed.
Walk over and his fucking skeletal horse is frozen.
It's chilling.
Literally.
Literally.
Big tones.
Okay. Yeah. Is anybody want to talk to any of the other NPCs while we're here?
Let's fucking go, man.
Where is Harbin Wester?
He's with the crowd. He's with the council, kind of talking to all of you guys.
Okay, so before we leave, then I'm gonna address. I kind of want to look over at the rest of the group and just whisper to Tybalt. I don't know if any of the leaders saw what he did, but I feel like I need to bring it to their attention before we move everyone to Axholm. He needs to be taken out of power as soon as possible.
I don't think he has any power left here. He's pretty much given it all up and running for his life as far as I can see.
I agree with you. I just want to make sure that they're made aware of what we saw. I mean, he was sacrificing children to get out of harm's way.
Harbin says, "Are you saying this kind of to each other, or?"
Yeah, I'm whispering to him as I'm getting ready to address the rest of the town elders.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk into the middle of the group and like having just dismounted my fucking giant skeletal horse and sheathed the Dragon Slayer on my back and just address all the assembled town elders and say, I know that this town is going through some restructuring, and I believe it's in our best interest that Harbin Wester stay out of a seat of power. Myself and my comrades who are solely responsible for keeping the dragon or making the dragon flee bore witness to Harbin Wester, and I'm going to turn and just point at him. Harbin Wester attempting to sacrifice small children just so he could get out of harm's way. And that is not a leader. A leader is someone who runs into the fray and not only assembles the town, in a way that they can get to safety, but puts themselves on the line to keep everyone safe. And I'll look over at Tribor and then just kind of make eye contact with Tribor, but then readdress the rest of the group. Say, do what you will. This is your town, not ours, but I wouldn't want a coward leading me.
And Tribor starts to speak up, but Lady Gariel steps forward and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, Last, you are correct. You speak with wise words. Harbin's actions have not been in the town's best interest, and I think it is time that we reassess who leads Phandalin going forward. I think Tribor is the natural choice. However, should anybody else have their say, now would be the time. And she kind of looks over at, Lenine, Halia is there as well, Arthin, and Adabra as well. And huh?
I was just gonna say one thing as she says that and she's looking over and she's kind of trying to get everyone's gaze. I'm gonna look back real briefly to Tybalt and Gon and say, for what it's worth, not only do you have all of our support, but you have the support of 3 members of the Order of the Gauntlet as
and
well.
Lenine speaks up and says, that make that 4.
Fuck yeah.
All right. And so
Francine, were you saying something?
I said I don't wear gauntlets.
That's true. She does not wear gauntlets, but she
I do
is
not.
part of our group, and she is still very she's very trustworthy and steadfast, as are we all.
Wait, are you a member of the Gauntlets too? The Gauntlet?
No, she's not.
No, I'm not.
No, she's not.
And so Tribor says, my priority is the safety of this town. We can address any of these issues afterwards. Going forward, I will speak on the town's behalf, but I think it's best we put this to a vote at a later time. I appreciate your support and your words of solidarity, but I want to make sure we do this the right way and give everybody their chance.
Speaking like a true leader.
In the meantime, let's set up camp, rest where we can, and get this again in the morning.
Okay, perfect. So, do we get a long rest?
You guys get a long rest. Daybreak happens, and Tybalt, as the sun starts to rise over the horizon, you hear the rumbling of a celestial occurrence, and you hear the voice of your deity, Lathander, as he says, Tybalt, I'm very proud of you. You've done exactly what a cleric of faith should have done. Your friends will need you to bolster their moral compass and be there for them when they fall in battle. And know that I will be with you in your times of need. Stay faithful, and I will do my best to maintain your strength in battle.
Yeah.
Tybalt nods and says, "Oh, I just lost my train of thought." Lathander, we need you now more than ever. Give us the power to fend off the darkness and allow us to be the light.
And as you say that, Tybalt, you clutch your medallion, your necklace that you held, and it shines brightly, even through
Diamond?
your not the diamond, his like.
No, I was saying it, but does it shine bright like a diamond?
Oh, okay, Riri. Bad girl over here. Um, it shines very brightly, and even through your grasp, you can see where the like beams of light are kind of creeping through your fingers. And he says, "When you need me, I'll be there. Just call out."
Thank you, Lathander.
And then you're able to join the rest of the party. Everybody is up and ready to go. You guys, are we going over to Axholm then?
Let's do it.
Let me pull up some shit. I will say, guys, off topic, meta. This is not how I expected today to go.
You're welcome.
Did not plan for this whatsoever.
You're
So
welcome.
You're the one who had her roll.
yeah, I didn't expect her to roll a nat 20 on it.
What can I say?
So
You're welcome.
Did it have to be a nat 20 in order for the dragon to appear there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just meta.
I didn't even know, by the way.
There is a dragon location table that I roll every session.
Okay, to see where he's gonna pop up.
And it's so that I know where the dragon is at that moment. And so yeah, I had her roll, and she rolled a 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fun though.
It was fun.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, now we know where we stack up, and we know that we got some big players. Actually, so as we're leaving, I want to approach Zabantik and Rugangar and pull up my my gem and say, it looks like you guys would put this to far better use than I would. So whichever one of you wants this, feel free. I'm just gonna extend it out in my hand.
Give it to Rigongar.
What is it?
It's the fireball gem.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Got it. And I'm gonna look over to make eye contact with you guys as well as Vox and say, I don't know how I was blessed to be in a party with such staunch adventurers and fighters, but we can do this.
We can.
I'm gonna take my beat as well and hand it to Rigongar.
Hell yeah.
Thanks very much.
I'll say, you did well today. I think you're tapped out. Take this as a recharge.
I appreciate it, clerk.
I'll look to Zabantik and say, how's that ring looking? Do we need additional spells in there?
It needs a revivify. I mean, it needs a heal. Sorry.
And I'll load up. How many spell slots are free in it?
Just one. Let me double check. Sorry, give me one second.
Damn, actually, does it have a revivify in it?
It does.
It does.
Oh, okay. So it has one. Okay.
Where is this ring? Ring of spells. Okay. Yeah. So it needs the highest level cure that you have.
So one spell slot, or
yeah, one spell slot.
Okay, then I'll put in a first level cure wounds. If there's more than one, I can upcast it in there.
I have a shield in there, which is one spell slot, and then I have a revivify.
Which is 3.
Okay.
So yeah, then, 4 of 5.
Yeah, 4 of 5.
Okay, so then
cool.
I'll
I
put
realized I didn't fucking fog of ward this map. That's dope.
So you're putting cure wounds in there?
Yeah, level 1 cure wounds in there.
Okay.
Hey, also I'd like to extend the Goblin King's sword and ask who thinks could be of Who would this be of use to?
Um,
And just meta, like I compared the stats, and you, Andre, you have a 2d4 plus 5, and Ragangar, you have a 1d4 plus something. So I think it would be an upgrade for you since you have a 1d.
But isn't it a two-hand weapon?
Yeah.
mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
He doesn't
So he
really use
uses a
two-handed
one-hander.
weapons. Yeah, he uses a one-hander and a shield.
I see.
I'm really the only character who uses great swords.
I think your current one is better, so I probably stole
It's
it
better
for no
for the-
reason.
Yeah, it's better. Well, it's better for the dragon. However,
for no reason.
hold on. Put a screenshot in the Discord. Let me look at it real
Okay.
quick, because it might be better. So this is way better for the dragon. That may be better as just a regular weapon after the fact. So I mean, either way, I was trying to collect it because Blast collects great swords, so you might be able to trade him for it if you really want to.
Well, for a pretty penny.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah, so I mean, that's a cool little boon that I would get. Oh shit, it's a +2. Yeah, that's better than my sword.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Then I read it
Yeah, so
incorrectly.
no, but if you were looking at at my sword that I have equipped, it's showing it off of my stats. So it's a
I
+1,
see.
but due to my stats, it's a +5. With that +2, it would be like a +6 damage. So this is better for this dragon fight because I get the extra damage die against a dragon creature. But if I'm fighting something that's a non-dragon, like maybe stuff we might find in this mine, that is a way better weapon. So let's say Blast is willing to trade you all the gold he has for that.
I mean, I don't need all your gold, but like, how much is that?
485 gold after I bought my plate. And I would give you a cap of water breathing because I don't think I'm ever going to use that.
I'll take the cap of water breathing and 200.
Okay,
And
perfect.
yeah,
So
I
let
don't
me
need to
remove
take
that.
all your gold.
All right, so I'm going to remove that from my list.
That's a friend discount.
No, I mean, that's definitely like, that's a fucking rare ass
Yeah.
item.
Yeah.
So remove that. Boom. How did you find it?
Oh, I stole it?
No, no.
Oh.
Well, okay, actually,
Oh.
that's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny in game. I'll be like, oh wow, like how did Elsa just gave this to you?
Yeah, no. But I don't know. I actually couldn't find the item, but Francine could. So maybe
Francine,
it's
how'd you
just
find it?
mine being buggy.
I literally just typed in goblin in item
Oh,
search.
just Goblin King.
Yeah. No, just goblin. Shut up.
Under manage inventory, but mine didn't register.
Yeah, let me see if mine will. Okay, so we're basically arriving at this. Oh, I see it now. I didn't see it earlier.
There's a small typo in there, but I can fix it later.
Cool.
Well, that's probably why.
Well, I didn't have a typo, so I don't know why I found it.
It's only in the
Okay, so
description.
No. In the description, there's a typo, but
yeah, in Spear, I saw that. Do I need to attune to
So
this?
then I do this.
you would need to.
I would need to
Send it
attune.
to you.
Okay. Can I use our trip to Axholm to attune to it?
Sure.
Okay. So that's gonna be attuned. Boom.
So you can only have 3 items attuned, right?
Correct. So I have I'm at max technically, even though the Dragon Slayer doesn't say I have to attune to it. It doesn't count for whatever reason. It doesn't count towards my attune slots.
Okay.
But I'm basically saying that that's my third one. Although
Okay.
at some point I might just replace my warning with anything better. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah. So with the Goblin King Greatsword, I now have a +9 to hit and a +6 to my damage.
Very nice.
Damn, this thing's a fucking beast. And I gain 2d6 temporary hit points if I drop a target to 0.
Definitely didn't
Son.
intend on you getting that. So Thank
Oh.
Jinx.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. That's why you kept making it so hard. Like she didn't want to like give it up to me, right?
It did not.
Son, it's a fucking family heirloom that you guys
It
stole.
is.
Oh,
It's
that's true. I'm gonna have to give it
the
back to her
only
at some
thing she
point.
has
Yeah.
left of her dead lover.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to
Where
give it back to
Lover,
her.
because they never got married.
They were lovers though. I don't think
I
they
didn't
ever got
say
that far.
husband. I said dead lover.
Yeah.
Wait,
they
so
did
wait,
that
Number
wait,
lots of
so
one-
times.
wait,
number
so
one being-
Ronster
They
Ronster
love
was
the
Number
super
Super
one,
Lord.
it was Ronnie's character. Number two, he's a DM of our game, so like check. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with them.
right. So
And
so
it's
okay,
now
so
canon.
Ronnie, so Ronster Royson boned down with Elsa.
Yeah.
Hard, bro.
So are these his kids running around here?
pretty
Son,
much.
the daughter's name is Gabrielle. My middle name is Gabriel.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that. Yo, so your daughter just has a hots for Julio.
Pretty much.
Oh shit!
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
hilarious.
Let's,
Now it's
let's
covered.
not go there.
He does not like that at all. That's hilarious. Yeah. I'm
What, you
probably
don't
gonna
want
take
Ronnie
that
as
too.
your father-in-law, Julio?
So what's up with this map, Ronnie?
Well, Roger Royce is dead, so you don't have to worry about that.
No, everyone says he's dead. There's no proof.
That's true.
I
You never
saw
found a
it.
body.
You all ran out, and I was the last one to see him while the door was closing in on me. And I tried to extend my hand, and it was too late. But I saw him crumble beneath.
Everyone saw Jesus dead too, but what happened later, right?
Did they though?
Good point, Tom.
Good point,
fucking
yeah.
point.
An excellent point.
Touche, guys.
Okay, so
touche.
are we just gonna? So we have the whole basically village behind us, right?
I thought Trevor
No,
took
so
him
you
into the
guys,
mountain,
you guys
right?
were able to ride along.
We rode ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just so we're trying to save this for Friday night then.
I think so.
Yeah,
think
it
we
makes
should.
sense because if you guys want to bounce right now,
This would be
so
a good time to stop. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
okay, so then we'll stop right now, and then we're planning on trying to jump on by like 7-ish. That way we can try and complete everything by the time Edgar has to bounce to go to the airport, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What time do you have to leave to the airport?
When are we? Oh shit.
I think the flight comes back from Florida around midnight, but I'll double check and make sure.
But I mean, obviously you want to be there a little early.
also, I'm
Yeah.
still not confirmed for Friday, so
Got
Right.
it. So we may not. So we might. It might be a weekend off, or you guys play without me on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie, just tell Emma that we'll all pitch in to get you guys like a nice dinner date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she like Carl's Jr.?
no, she does not.
She's vegetarian.
How about
Oh, what
Javier's?
the fuck?
Javier's. Yo, that place was so fire.
Yeah,
Oh
yo.
my
So
God.
tell us about your whole experience, Andre. How was
Okay,
that?
hold on.
Hey, wait,
Hold on. Let me.
The recording.